What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, and it is Europa League action. Sporting Lisbon against Arsenal, the Hector Bellerin derby, people, the Hecky B derby, and I'm looking forward to this game, people. Really am. A little break from the Premier League, and listen, I think it's a very important game. I really do. I think Arsenal need to be winning this competition. We haven't won a European trophy for 30 years. And for me, I think it's a very important game. I don't want to hear that next year, people. In fact, I don't want to hear it for the foreseeable future. I need to hear that big boy Champions League music back. We need to go back to the very top. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game today. And we've made some changes, people. We've made some changes, like the Tupac song, people, who says, I see no changes. Well, I can see changes right now, people. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all of that good stuff, people. We'll have some clips up there after the game on the Curtis Shaw Clips channel. Go and follow that. Just type in Curtis Shaw Clips. I'll pin it in the comments shortly. Let's talk about the Arsenal team, people. We made a few changes. I think I predicted 10 out of this starting 11. The one I didn't get right was Ben White at right back. But anyway, the Arsenal team, Matty Turner starts in goal. Ben White at right back. Zinchenko at left back. Jakub Kiwior gets his Arsenal debut. 20 million euro signing from Syria. He makes his debut. Let's see what all the hype is about. Apparently very good on the ball, so looking forward to seeing him play. He plays next to William Saliba. The midfield, Granit Xhaka and Jorginho. So Thomas Partey is on the bench, which I personally am quite happy with. He's the one player we certainly can't afford to get injured. Fabio Vieira continues, and he plays in the 10 role, which I think is... This is where we've got to see Fabio Vieira tonight. You're playing in your best role, and for me, he needs to be doing the business here, because he's played in this league before. He'll have had a lot of games against Sporting Lisbon. He needs to prove himself. He definitely needs to prove himself. So let's hope he does. Reece Nelson gets the start on the left-hand side, and again, I'm delighted for him because he's got all that hype from the weekend and he's playing with confidence. And let's hope he continues that. Apparently, I've missed a Sporting player out on the team lineup. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing against 10 players, to be fair. It would make things a little bit easier for us. Which player have I missed out? Adan, Escargot, Quartes, Ignacio. There we go. Yeah, I've missed out Ignacio. I will add him shortly, people. Nelson plays on the left. Saka plays on the right. Would you have played Saka tonight? The guy never seems to miss a game. It worries me, but, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it worries me that we rely on him too much. I thought Smith Rowe would have played. But as I said, people, I didn't think Smith Rowe looked fit at the weekend. He limped off. And he just didn't look in great, you know, physical condition yet for the game. So he's on the bench. Ignacio, there we go. Save that. Right, they should have 11 players now, people. Apologies. Would have been nice if we was playing against 10 players, though, to be fair. Anyway, Martinelli starts through the middle, which I am delighted with, to be honest. Quality players don't need a rest. At that level... I know what you're saying, but listen, it's a big game. It is what it is. You take him off if we're winning. Andrew said easily the best C content on here. Big up the C unit from Mansfield, 14 miles north from your gaff. Let's have some tunes tonight. Love to see it. Big up, Andrew. Yeah, if you didn't know Andrew, I played for Mansfield. I know Mansfield very well, my friend. I was there when David Holdsworth was the manager. Field Mill. That was my old stomping ground, man. Big up TMB, Kiwior, let's go. Big up yourself, bro. I'm hoping he does the business. And let's hope he's good. He played the under-23 game against Chelsea. Apparently his passing range was brilliant. How can I forget? Topspur? What's that? You ever heard of them? No? How can we forget? Well done to Olivier Giroud. Well done to Benazza, former Arsenal player as well. And big up to them. Tottenham go crashing out of the Champions League. Harry Kane's being linked with Man United today. Antonio Conte's being linked with a move back to Inter Milan. You know, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. If, you know, cheeky Nando's, people. Cheeky Nando's. You know how that works. It is the history of the Tottenham. I listened to what Cellini said, man. It's the history of the Tottenham. All I can say, Harry Kane, just save yourself, bro. Harold, you deserve better, Harold. I can't lie. What you're getting over there, I believe you deserve more than that. Leave him alone. Just leave that mess alone now. Lauren said, big up, Big C. Looking forward to today's game. Let's get a good win and smash them up next week at home. Still unsure about the Vieira signing. Could have spent the money better. More of an Edu move. I agree. He was George Mendes' client. We know that Edu and Mendes are close. And he probably convinced Arteta to sign him. Need to see more. £35 million is big money for Arsenal. I know it's not for a lot of clubs. But for 35 million, we need to see some sort of effect. This is a team he will have played against. It's a lot less physical in the Europa League. Fabio Vieira needs to turn up today. Better career, Kane or Aubameyang? Listen, your career is based on trophies. I'd rather have Aubameyang's trophy cabinet. Simple as that. Kane's a better player all day long, but empty trophy cabinets are not a sign of success. So, no, I'd rather have Aubameyang's trophy cabinet, that's for sure. Big C, you wishing you went. The weather is grim. I am a little bit, you know. This weather in England right now, I mean, it's spring. We got snow falling in the spring. What is going on, people, with this English weather? Did you hear Richarlison letting the clip off on the season and Conte? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. He was crying like a little baby. Apparently in the shape work the day before, Conte had Richarlison in the starting 11 in training and then benched him at the game. So he was crying. So, yeah, I don't mind. Let him cry like a baby. Big up, Big C. Big up to you. 60k, bro. Thank you very much, Jared. He said, making me think about starting my own YouTube channel. Would you take Rodrigo from Madrid? I mean, first of all, I would take Rodrigo from Madrid. And go for it, man. Like I said, there are a lot of you in this community that are capable of starting channels. Probably all of you, but, you know, not everybody wants to. And just get started. Like I said, we all want the best content, the best green screen, the best lighting, the best camera. I started on my phone with a £4 tripod that was wobbly. Trust me, there was nothing pretty about the way I started. But, you know, you start, you learn on the way and you get going. So get on it, bro. William said, big up Curtis watching from work. Did you see Milan last night? Can you please answer Sophia about the coffee cup? Milan were awful. Would you take Leao? I would take Leao. Milan were awful, but Spurs were even worse. And I'm going to send you that coffee mug. I know you need it for this month, so I will get it to you. Haroon said, I started uploading, but I need to be consistent. Get on it, bro. It's all consistency is the key in anything. You go gym on Monday, you don't go gym the rest of the week. Monday's session's going to fizzle out. And that's the way life is, YouTube is, whatever. You've got to be there. You've got to keep turning up. And you'll improve along the way. Beresford, thank you for the super chat, bro. Maybe a new cocktail at home. Every time I drink it, I spill it everywhere. It goes out of every cup. Maybe I should call it the Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, why not? Why not, people? They might as well do something. People are saying that Beyonce is going to be more successful in that stadium than Conte. She had 3 tour dates there. I think they've extended it to 7. So, yeah, I think Beyonce is the only quality thing they'll see at the Tottenham Stadium this season. Will you be going to the final game against Wolves? More than likely, especially if we're playing for the title. So, yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Ram Kumar said, Big C, do you try to imitate or inspired by anyone's style in public speaking? Listen, I watch a lot of inspirational people and stuff like that, but I suppose, because public speaking is difficult, let's be honest. Public speaking is not easy, but fortunately for me, like playing football, I had to go to public events and charity events and things like that, and we went into hospitals and stuff like that, and you had to talk. So we kind of got thrown in at the deep end from a young age, so it gave me that confidence to be able to speak. So, you know, listen, man, I hope a lot of you can start channels, man. Yeah, trust me, man, give the job to Beyonce till the end of the season, people. Give the job to Beyonce. She'll probably do more than Conte's doing at the moment. Anyway, let me concentrate on this game. I'm going, well, let's not worry about Nando's. They're a mess. Head Hector Bellerin, people. Hector Bellerin is not starting this game, which is a real shame. It was, I've been calling it the Hector Bellerin derby the whole time. Is he not even on the bench, by the way, or have I missed him off the bench? He's not even on the bench. Is he cup-tied? Bellerin's not even on the bench. That's interesting. I can't even see Bellerin on the bench, so maybe he's cup-tied or something. Maybe he's planting 3,000 trees. They did win at the weekend, and he did say every time they win a game, he'll plant 3,000 trees. So maybe he's in the forests of Lisbon putting trees down. Oh, he's injured apparently. He's injured. He knew what he was doing. Faked an injury. He knew Martinelli was in town. He didn't want the smoke. Silva said, if we win the Premier League, let's go go-karting at Tottenham. Why not? Mario and Luigi settings. Yeah, he's on the catwalk, people. He wants to win too much. You know, them ones, I don't want nothing to do with it. So, Hecky B's not there. Their team is Adan Ascayo, Sebastian Coates, Inacio, St. Just. St. Just was a bit of a FIFA legend, man, for anyone who plays FIFA. Always seems to have a 99 pace player of the season card. Reese Marita, Gonzalez, who apparently is their best player. Trincao, who was at Wolves. And Marcus Edwards, who, of course, played for Tottenham and has caused us problems before. And Paulinho is there as well, people. Their team is full of FIFA goats. They got a couple good FIFA players there, I can't lie. Anyway, we've got half an hour until kickoff. So I want to talk about a couple of things. Edwards is quality. TV is showing the game. The game is on BT Sport 2, people, for anybody that wants to tune in. I think Man United are playing later on after their 7-0 beatdown at the weekend. A couple of bits of news. Big up Luca. He said, I'm a bit worried about the game. Do you know what? I'm not worried, but I think it's a harder game than we think, if I'm being honest. I think it's quite a hard game. A little bit of team news. Arsenal confirm Martin Odegaard and Kieran Tierney were left out as a precaution as they were both feeling under the weather. Nothing serious. Martin Odegaard travelled. Gabriel Jesus did not travel. Kieran Tierney didn't travel either. So it's an interesting one. What I'm hoping here is that we haven't got some sort of flu bug going around the team. Martin Odegaard has a cold or flu. Tierney has it. Jesus didn't travel, but he's fine. Apparently, he trained today by himself. They decided not to take him over there. But Odegaard and Kieran Tierney, both a little bit under the weather, got a cold. Let's hope they're available for the weekend. Especially Martin Odegaard. We'll obviously need him. I would say the fact that he's travelled over there would indicate that he's not too bad. They just didn't want to risk him. So, we should be okay. Jesus having his driving lessons. Yeah, exactly. Big up 1 AFC. Hey, Big C, took your advice. Started this channel. Let's see where it goes. Big up on 60k. Many more to come. Big up to you, bro. Make it happen. Be confident. Keep throwing out the content. You'll get there, man. Appreciate it. Big up iBoxing Hub. Big up Big C. It's Prince Teddy. Hope you're well, bro. He said, this is my boxing channel. Huge thank you to you for motivating me to start my own channel. Hopefully I could get you on one of our shows one day. Shout me, bro. I love my boxing. I love my boxing, so give me a message. I love this. I feel inspired. C-Unit community, man. C-Unit business. We're building. Big up everyone building channels, man. Make sure you support each and every time as well, man. I love this. Channels galore, man. I told you there's a lot of you there that can make channels. And we'll push it. I'll promote it, man, all day long. So big up to everyone. Odegaard needs that sun exposure, recharge the batteries. It's a shame that he's travelled, really, because if he's under the weather, would have been nice for him to just stay at home and relax. Sporting are missing, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but Ugarte, is it? I believe he's suspended. Obviously, Pedro Porro went to Nando's FC. So they're missing a couple of their good players. But that Pedro Gonzalez is apparently a very, very good player in midfield. So we need to keep an eye on him. For that is for sure. Big up Rodney, man. Hope you're well. Big up Curtis. Great to be with you. C-Unit. Best wishes from Arsenal Rodders in Blackpool. Belair said, Curtis the inspiration. Nah, man. We're in this together, people. Chris said, Curtis, we got battered again twice. He's in relation to Man U. So Curtis building something just like his manager, Mikel Arteta. Trust the process, people. Trust the process. And we'll get there in the end. But yeah, no No Martin Odegaard and no... Because, look, to be honest, I wouldn't want to go to Fulham having to play Vieira in the 10 role. Odegaard is important to the way we're playing at the moment, even though he hasn't been at his fully best. I hope he's fit and available. Somebody just said in the comment, yeah, I hope it's not obviously COVID or anything like that. That's for sure, because that will put him out for at least 7 days. So let's hope he's back available and available for Fulham. Yeah, I just saw that. Big up to everyone throwing it. I saw that earlier about Stan Kroenke. Stan Kroenke has made a lot of money over the past year, and a lot of people are talking about it. How much money of that is going to go back into Arsenal? Here it is, Wasim. Stan Kroenke's net worth increased by 2.2 billion. I wonder how much of that our club will see. I mean, listen, his wife owns Walmart. Walmarts have gone through the roof during lockdown. Of course, everybody had nowhere to go apart from a supermarket. So supermarkets have made a fortune. He bought a massive plot of land over there in America that apparently has nearly trebled in value since he bought it. He's also, his LA Rams team obviously won the Super Bowl last year. The brother is making an absolute fortune. And this is why I'm always on this guy's case, people. I'm sorry, I am, and I won't stop, because sometimes people don't understand how much money this guy's got. People think it's unrealistic for Arsenal to spend like Chelsea spend or Man City spend or Man United spend. This guy could easily drop 400 million in one transfer window if he wanted to. But he doesn't want to, you know. He doesn't want to. He holds his money back when it comes to Arsenal. And this is what frustrates me so much. Like I said, he's dropping $1 billion on trains in Inglewood. From Southside Queens to Inglewood, we representing like we should. Man's going to the projects to build a train. All I want is a striker and a centre midfielder, maybe a right back. It won't cost half as much as that train. Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke has seen his net worth rocket by 2.2 billion in the last month, people. The American is the 48th wealthiest man in the US, and the return of UEFA Champions League football will only bolster his coffers. I mean, listen, this guy better run some bread in the summer. That's all I'm saying. This brother better run some bread. Some serious Hovis bread, people. The man is balling out here. He's rich. Todd Bowley's worth 5.8. Stan's worth 10. He's got dough. Treat us properly, but the fans have to demand it from him, because he will give what he can get away with. If he doesn't have to spend big money and we're in the Champions League, then he's cool with it. He might drop him 100 million. That ain't enough. We need 200 million plus this summer, in my opinion. 200 million plus. 530,000 acres of land. I mean, people, this man, I'm telling you, he needs to sort himself out. He is rich, people. I mean, like, he's rich. He ain't rich, he's rich. You know what I mean? You know, like in Coming to America, when the dad's talking to the daughter about Eddie Murphy, and he's like, he is rich. Like, he got his own money. And when I say he got his own money, and, you know, he pulls out the money. If you've seen Coming to America, you're with me, people. You're with me. You have an agenda, Curtis. He's backed the club. He's pumped money in. He signed Ramsdale. But we saved the wages. I'm so glad we didn't sign Caicedo, because he saved the wages. This brother, man, light work, pocket change for this brother. But anyway, enough of the Coming to America jokes. I was in my own zone there, you know. Prince Hakeem, the king of Zamunda. He is rich. But yeah, anyway, Stan's balling. I tell you what, if we win the title with that brother's tight pockets, a lot of people think, you know, if we get up there, he'll start spending big money. He might think, well, if we win the league, I actually don't need to spend any more money, because I've won the league without even going big. Assassin said, big up Curtis, finished work in the car, have you on full blast? Quick fire question, have you ever forgot your passport before a flight? Well, I was going to Spain. I and I left my house, was on the way to the airport, realised halfway there I'd forgotten my passport, went back to my house to get the passport, went back to the airport, got to the airport, missed the flight. That's probably the only time. Yeah, but I missed the flight. I had to fly the next day, and I had to pay for the flight again. So, yeah, that was the one time. Pretty stupid, really. And you go to the airport, you should check your passport. But hey, it is what it is. Kroenke moves like PSG in the Champions League. Boy, that project, man. That project's mash up. They're allergic to that Champions League, man. I don't know what's going on with PSG. You can buy great individuals. You have to have that collective unit, you know. Rodney said, Curtis, I'm peeing myself laughing. That was a great film when him and his mate worked in the burger joint. Come on, man. Yo, listen, growing up, Eddie Murphy was one of my favourite actors, man. I seen all them movies growing up. 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Trading Places, Coming to America. I was all over them films growing up, man. I know them word for word. Edu on EasyJet says it all. There you go. They need C unit. Let's get Mbappe, man. Let's get Mbappe. If only. Stan could buy him, but he wouldn't want to. Probably buy his younger brother. A couple bits to talk about before we get to before we get ready for the game. The game starts in 20 minutes. He's richer than astronaut, says Joe, bro. He's tight though. That's the problem when it comes to Arsenal. He is tight. Big C, who would you poach from PSG if they decided the project is over? I mean, obviously you would want Mbappe. Messi and Neymar, I don't think... Do you know what I like there? I like Nuno Mendes, the left back. I think he's brilliant. But, you know, we're not desperate for a left back, but I think he's a really good left back. Big up Alvin, who's in the gym. Get the workout in, bro. When Sammy claps him with the mop. People going on Coming to America settings. Big up my brother Fran. He said, what's happening, community? Hit the likes for Kurt. Go and follow his channel. Doing brilliant things on there. Francis Green, it's his, you know, crypto financial channel. Knows his stuff. Tough times. Go and learn from him. He knows what he's talking about. And I'm going to get him back on here next week with the football content as well, man. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about, a couple things before we get into it. Thought this was an interesting one. I know we're going backwards a little bit here. But Fabregas was talking about on a podcast about when he thought he was coming back to Arsenal. And he said on leaving Barcelona, he said, for a week I couldn't talk to anyone. We told everyone, Arsenal, everyone. So after a week, we called Arsene. He said he'd thought about it, and he said they already had a lot of players in my position, Ozil, Cazorla, Wilshere and Ramsey. And he said to fit me in, he would have to play someone out of position, and this could create a problem. He said, I think he was a little bit hurt by how I left and everything. I don't hold anything bad because it's their right, their decision, and they could do what they wanted. Now, for me, I know we're going back a little bit here, and it's, you know, we're going to concentrate on the game shortly. I think that's one of Arsene Wenger's biggest mistakes, is not signing this boy back. Because for me, I don't know how anybody else felt about Cesc Fabregas. I think he's genuinely one of the best centre midfielders that's played for Arsenal, especially as a ball player. I remember going to watch that guy play the first time I saw him, and I just thought, this guy's unbelievable. He was about 17 or 18 starting for Arsenal, and you just couldn't get the ball off him. Listen, I know we're going over it again. You just have to wonder, why did Wenger put the buyback clause in the contract but didn't buy him back? The same guy went to Chelsea and won the title. But listen, it was... And the crazy thing was, what I never really understood was why the Arsenal fan base really turned on him. They called him a snake and everything. I never looked at it like that. We had the choice to sign him. If Barcelona are saying you're leaving and Arsenal don't buy you, what do you do? Chelsea wanted him. Mourinho was the manager. He had no choice. He would have been unbelievable in our team. Imagine Fabregas with Ozil. And then Alexis Sanchez. Jesus. Big mistake. Listen, I know it's old news, but he did the interview 2 days ago, and I thought it was interesting to look over. It was a shame. The great thing about Cesc Fabregas at the moment, though, people, he is actually doing his coaching badges at London Colney. He's working with Jack Wilshere at the moment at the training ground, coaching the Arsenal youth team, which, listen, can you imagine being a youth team player? Being coached by Jack Wilshere and Cesc Fabregas. You know how hyped up I would be as a young player to learn off people like that in training, man. Unbelievable. So I'm glad he's back at Arsenal, rather than him going to Chelsea or somewhere else and doing his coaching badges. So, yeah, man. Cesc in 2015-16 would have won the Prem. I reckon we would have. Honestly. Cesc as an 8, behind Mo at 10. Mad. It would have been game over. You wouldn't have got the ball off us. Fab tried to force a move to Barcelona. That's why I'll never forgive him. I just think, listen, he was a boyhood Barca boy. He's not an Arsenal fan, is he? As much as he loved Arsenal, he was always going to want to go back. But anyway, let's move on. Let's concentrate on the here and now. Europa League business. Big Steve and RVP isn't a snake. He asked for the board. What are expectations for the season? They said only top 4. Yeah, exactly. David said, first time I can watch the match on TV and catch it live. Big up, bro. Finally, Arsenal are on TV. Last 3 games, not on TV in this country. So finally, we're back. Suarez hits more, bro. Arsene Wenger would still be the manager. Yeah, he would have won at least probably 1 or 2 titles. Let's look at the Europa League. Let's have a look. As I said, I hope we don't touch this competition for the foreseeable future after this season. But let me tell you something. I want to win this competition. I want to win it. We've been in it for a number of years. Haven't won it. The game's on BT Sport 2, Natalia. BT Sport 2. We're going to go into the Champions League next season. No doubt about it. Whether we're going in there as champions of the Prem or not is a different question. But let's face it, the Champions League is going to be 10 times more difficult to win than this competition. Now, with the bookmakers at the moment, Manchester United are favourites, Arsenal are second favourites, Juventus are third, and Roma are fourth. What I'm trying to say is, this is a winnable competition. At the moment, we are better than Man United. Juventus are down in 7th at the moment, I believe, in Italy, although they have had 15 points taken off. They would be second if their points were put back on. Roma are 4th, I think, in Italy. It's a winnable competition. Let's be real. You could argue at the moment on current form, we're probably the best team in the competition. I think we would beat Juventus. Can you imagine an Arsenal-Manchester United Europa League final? That would be incredible. I think, I don't know why United are favourites. Maybe it's because they won the competition in the last, they won it 2017, I think. And Arsenal ultimately have not been successful in European competition for a while. So it's a very winnable competition. As you can see, some of the ties, we got Sporting Lisbon, you got Roma against Sociedad, Man United play Real Betis, Juventus have got Freiburg. This is a winnable competition. If we can win today, make it a little bit easier in the second leg, and then maybe we can, rest Saka and people like that next week. But tonight's going to be a tough game. Make no mistake about it. I know I said when we did the Europa League draw that this was the team, that one of the 3 teams that I would have liked us to have got. But it's still going to be a tricky game. They've won 4 of their last 5 in the league. They're in a little bit of decent form, although none of them wins have come against the 3 teams above them. They are behind Braga, Porto and Benfica. They're 15 points behind Benfica, who are top of the league at the moment. But they do have some European pedigree. They were in the Champions League this season. They finished 3rd in the group and dropped down. So, listen, we're going to have to handle business and make sure we at least don't lose this game. We went to PSV in the group stage and got well and truly beaten. We don't want to have to go back to the home game, go full strength, and then, try and turn the game around. We want to win tonight, make it easier, and then we can rotate a little bit more next week. 40 said I could tell you 7 reasons why Man United shouldn't be favourites. Exactly. And there is definitely 7 goals as well. Big up Maiko. Thank you for the super sticker, bro. Hope you're well. If we get to the final, I don't want to play United. Yeah, you'd rather not. Aggregate works for these matches. Yeah, it is. And obviously no away goals as well. None of these teams should be beaten us at any stage. Listen, I think by right we should be one of the favourites. I mean, we are second favourites, but possibly the favourites. I think our lack of European success is why they've done that. Rahan, away goals don't count. Europa League is more winnable than the EPL. I would agree because ultimately in the Prem, it's Man City chasing you. They're arguably the best team, one of the best teams in Europe. In this competition, I think Juventus, Man United is very winnable. You never know in the group, in the next round, they might play against each other if you get a little bit of luck in the draw. Listen, we're not much better than Man United, but we are better than them. Over 2 legs, I think we'd be the favourite to beat them. They got Weghorst up front, man. So, listen, I think we got a chance. I want to win this competition. I'm going to be honest. It's been a long time since we won a European trophy, man. It's due. Now, what I don't want to do is obviously, we don't want to sacrifice this for the Premier League. The Premier League would be unbelievable. The Europa League would be the next best thing, but we do want to win the Prem. But I do think we should be able to manage 2 competitions. You know, exactly. You win the Europa League, you get that Super Cup final at the start of next season, which is a prestigious game to play in. You know, so I would love to win this. Honestly, I would love to. I don't think it's the strongest of Europa Leagues, so I think we can go for it. If we play Juventus, maybe Szczesny can do us a favour. Damn, Curtis doesn't rate Weghorst, mate. Honestly, I'm being real. I would say with Igalo, he's probably the worst Man United striker I've ever seen. I can't think of a worse one. If you know one, let me know. I would say with Igalo, Weghorst is the worst striker I've ever seen play for Man United. I'm probably forgetting some, but I think people talk about he works hard. I mean, nah. Mate, come on. Lukaku's levels above Weghorst, man. He weren't at his best there, but he still levels. Makeda, I mean, them man there didn't really play like that. This guy's starting in their important games. Forlan, yeah, didn't happen for him. But he was good. He went to Spain and won golden boots. But, yeah, it never clicked for him. Yeah, you can put him in there. You can definitely put forward. Weghorst, I don't think you can say because, not Weghorst, Makeda came through the youth system. He didn't really start that many games. Forlan is a far better player than him, but just didn't get the chance. Do the double and become legends. Proper legends, man. Proper legends. Falcao didn't work either, yeah. Big Sears, Lissandro returned from the shops. Now, he's been gone for nearly 7 days, mate. He's been gone for nearly 7 days. Works hard for 100k, I'd work hard. Exactly. Anyway, let's concentrate on Arsenal. We are 9 minutes till kickoff, people. 9 minutes till kickoff. For those just tuning in, make sure you like the video. 2,700 of you in the chat. And 42 of you on Twitch. Big up the whole C unit. Arsenal team. Number of changes. We were speaking the other day on the preview saying, should we go full strength? Should we make big changes? Should we just make a few changes? Most of us were saying just make a few changes. Matt Turner in goal. Ben White at right back. Zinchenko at left back. I am a little bit surprised Tomiyasu hasn't played, to be honest. But maybe he was just disappointed with that first half performance, Mikel Arteta, when he took him off. Zinni plays at left back, of course. Tierney's out. He's unwell. He's got a cold. Kivior makes his debut at centre back. Looking forward to seeing him play. Hope he has a good game. Hopefully he's more Gabriel than Pablo Mari in terms of the last 2 left-footed centre backs that we have signed. Saliba partners him. Xhaka and Jorginho in the midfield pivot. Thomas Partey is rested. I don't mind that, to be honest. 2 experienced midfielders should be able to do the business. Fabio Vieira plays in the 10 role. Looking forward to seeing him in this role. I felt playing 2 number 8s with Partey in the 6 just didn't work. It didn't enable Vieira to get on the ball enough. Tonight he needs to show us something. It's not as physical as the Premier League and the Europa League. He's playing in the 10 role. You're the creative player. You've got a midfield pivot behind you. So you've got a bit more freedom to attack. So I'm really hoping Fabio Vieira produces something tonight. It's also a team that he had a rivalry against in Portugal, of course, when he was at Porto. Front three, Reiss Nelson gets the nod on the left wing. Delighted for him. He'll be on cloud nine at the moment after the weekend. And I think when a player's that confident, you've got to play them. And I also think he's got a point to prove here. Saka plays on the right and Martinelli plays through the middle. Again, you have to ask question marks. What is going on with Emile Smith-Rowe? You're talking about an England international who's been back from injury for a little while now and just seems to be struggling with fitness. I thought he was going to start tonight. So, I don't know. I'm concerned about Smith-Rowe. He seems to be taking a long time to really get over this injury properly. Like I said, didn't look very fit to me at the weekend. I think it's going to take him a while. So we'll have to see, but let's hope he gets there. Maiko, thank you for the super chat. He said, thanks, Big C. Everything is going well for me this season. Got a new welding job that pay 40 an hour. And thanks for the positive vibes. Big up to you, bro. Well done on your promotion at your job. And appreciate you tuning in and supporting the channel, bro, as always. He said, ESR lied to you. He definitely lied. Are you fit, bro? Man said, yeah, no, you're not, bro. You're a mess right now. Well, listen, when he is fit, he's a quality player. I think you got to give him one more season before you start saying get rid of him. He's still young. He's still quality. He's had one bad season. I saw that. Cancelo, apparently, Bayern are unlikely to take up the clause, the loan option to sign him. But Man City want £50 million for him and he's 28. I'm not sure Pep will sell us any more players, especially if Zinchenko and Jesus go on and win the title. He ain't going to want to strengthen us anymore. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. The Arsenal bench, anyway. Aaron Ramsdale, Hilson, Thomas Partey, Gabriel, Emile Smith-Rowe. Let's hope he comes off the bench and gets some minutes. Rob Holding, Tomiyasu, Walters, Bandera, Sago, and Smith. So we've got a few young players on the bench. Obviously, we're a little bit short. There's no El Neni, there's no Odegaard, there's no Tierney, there's no Gabriel Jesus. So there's at least, 4 players there that would be on the bench or starting possibly. So we've had to take a few young players over there, but we should have enough, you would hope. I mean, from an attacking point of view, you can bring Smith-Rowe on, Partey in the midfield if needs be. Not too much apart from that, really. The bench is a little bit short. Obviously, no Trossard as well, and no Eddie. So, yeah, you're looking at maybe 6 first-team players not available at the moment. We definitely can't be extending that list any further in terms of players getting injured. That is for sure, people. Sporting Lisbon have got 3 youth players on their bench. Trossard, they're saying, may not make the weekend's game. But it's touch and go for that one. But he should be available for Lisbon at home next week. So, back to the dirty park bench. Yeah, it's got a bit dirty again. It's got a bit dirty. The teams are lining up now. Over there in Lisbon, early kickoff, 5:45. Arsenal against Sporting Lisbon. Personally, I think it will be a tough game. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Arsenal, which is like my safety score prediction when I'm not totally convinced, but I'm hoping. Granit Xhaka is captain, by the way. He's wriggled his way back to that captain's armband. And let's hope he can lead us to victory. Big up Mystic T, who's become a member. We'll do a member stream this week for sure. And this will be a good game. Listen, Sporting Lisbon have got pedigree, people. They're no mugs. They were in the Champions League. They beat Tottenham in their home leg in the group stage. And Tottenham had a full-strength team out. So it ain't no easy game, people. And we've made a number of changes. Turner's in goal. Kivior makes his debut. Xhaka Jorginho as the pivot. Nelson starts. Fabio Vieira needs to turn up, people. So looking forward to it. Let's hope we win. We need to keep the confidence high. I'm particularly looking at Fabio Vieira. I'm looking at Reiss Nelson. We don't want it to be a one-off where you've come off the bench, made something happen, and then you disappear back into your shell again. I want to see another performance Mama, ho, 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 ho. Yes, come on, Europa League action, Thursday night business. Let's go. I don't want no more Thursday night football next season, people. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Let me relax on Thursday, people. You know? Lots of empty seats. Well, that'll be the home fans. I know Arsenal took their full allocation over there, so maybe their home fans are not that interested in the Europa League. They're probably still disappointed that they've been knocked out the Champions League, so I'm hoping that reflects in their attitude to the game, you know. Cairo said it's 1:45 a.m. I can't stay up for this. Well, see how you go, bro. Hopefully it's a good game. It'll keep you awake. Hey, listen. Don't you worry, Ardion. Next season, the Champions League vocals will be perfect. The champions. Dun, 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 dun. I can't even remember the song. I haven't heard it for that long. You know what I mean? It just goes over my head when I'm watching other teams playing it. Can you imagine the watch-alongs next year in the Champions League? It's because of expensive tickets, so a lot of home fans couldn't afford it. See, things like that's terrible, isn't it, man? You've got to understand your community and, you know, why would you pump up the prices? But anyway, people, give me a score prediction. The game is about to kick off. I'm going for 2-1 to Arsenal. And we are underway, people. Europa League, last 16. First leg away in Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon of Portugal against the mighty table-topping Arsenal of England. And I'm going for a 2-1 win. Mel said you're about to hit the high note. Yeah, that high note's tricky, man, you know, when it really... But I'll get there. Curtis says 2-0. Gunavettel 3-0. Chris 3-1. South London's finest 3-1. 3-0 says Pavel. 3-0. A lot of you think it's going to be light work. Yo, Big C. Wish luck. I got a driving test on Saturday like Jesus. Big up, bro. Know the best mindset I always say with a driving test. Remember, when you sit in that car, you've passed that driving test unless you make a big mistake. So don't go in there with the thought process that, oh, I might fail this. Look at it as while I'm sitting in this car now, I've passed my driving test. And that's the mindset I had, to be honest. Big C, this program is sponsored by Heineken, official sponsor of the Champions League. Da, 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 da. We're all in the league. The champions. Da, 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 da. Yeah, come on. Can you imagine the scenes? We're going to be playing PSG and Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Just hope we don't lose 5-1. If we go back to the Champions League and we hold 5 off Bayern Munich, just end the stream, Dave. Put us back in the Europa League. I ain't trying to go there and get slapped all over the place. I want to go there and compete. I can't see no more 5-1s. Yeah, I've had enough. Dundalk, Bodo Glimt, Hello Moto, Motorola, it sounded like. I don't need that. I need to know that every team I'm playing against, I know who that team is. No disrespect to, big up man like Zoltan Gera, but I don't want you doing the draw anymore. I want to see Cafu doing the Champions League draw. I don't want to see Zoltan Gera doing the Europa League draw. Big up man like Zoltan, though. You know, he done his thing at Fulham and West Brom, but now, man, I want to see big boys doing the Champions League draw. Anyway, people, we're underway. Ball goes out for a throw-in. I didn't even see what happened there. Bruv, when we got Bodo Glimt, I thought it was hello, Moto. I thought they was going to pull out the old school Motorola flip phone where you pull up the aerial. I didn't know what was going... Bodo Glimt, you know. I'd never heard of that team. I didn't know what... I said, who's that? Are we playing the local pub or something? I don't know what's going on. It's all mad, people. We're going to end up with City in our group. Nah, man, I don't think you're allowed another team from your own country in the group. So we should be all right. Oh, heavy back pass by the Sporting defender. The keeper does well. Curtis, between us, can we say we're a big club if we never won the Champions League? We're still big, but we do need a European trophy. I'm not even capping. We definitely got to get a star above the badge, man. It's been way too long, man. Man said, Bodo Glimt? What's that? I mean, they're actually not a bad team when we played them, but no disrespect, man. I ain't trying to play against teams like that. Here's Zinni on the ball. Arsenal in possession. Abdullah Sabigsi had a bad day today. You just made me laugh singing the Champions League. Hey, information and entertainment, my bro. Sporting Lisbon on the ball. Zinchenko wins it back. And we keep possession. 3 minutes gone. Game looks quite slow, I can't lie. It looks quite a slow game compared to the Premier League games. Yeah, man, chin up, bro. Hopefully your day gets better, you know. Need to see Kivior on the ball. There was all hype in his passing. Here's Bukayo Saka, cuts inside, does well. Pass. Great ball out wide by Saka. Finds Reece Nelson, the man of the moment. Get at him, Reece. Go on! Run him, Reece! That's a great bit of play by Nelson Martinelli. Oh! Good play by Reece, you know. I like that. I'm telling you, Reece Nelson is active. First time he gets the ball, one step over, pace, goes past him. Crosses a little bit too high for Martinelli there. The header goes straight to the goalkeeper. But I like that from Reece. Good play, man. Nelson looking sharp. He's pacey, man. That's what I like about him. He's direct. I like wingers that are direct, straight at you, man. No messing around. Bellerin is injured, people. I thought he was on the bench, but yeah, he's injured. Big up Sean, who said he's in the gym listening. Yeah, man. I love gym, man. Gym is vital. For me, I don't know about anybody else. Just burning off that energy is important. Here comes Sporting Lisbon. They're in down the sides here. Cuts inside. Oh, my days. What a miss. Should be 1-0 to Sporting Lisbon. Cuts inside Saliba. What is going on with the defending it? Who is that? Jorginho. He's got a caravan on his back. He can't run. Saliba gets sent to the shops. Oh, my day. He should have scored. What on earth? Jorginho is running like he's got a caravan and he's towing it. He's going on his summer holiday with his family. That is like 34 pace on FIFA. I don't know what that is. The brother should have scored. What on earth? Saliba got dismantled there, bro. Simple cut inside. Arsenal. Oh, what's going on? They've gone past 2 here. Ball goes out. Arsenal throwing. Jesus, I don't know. That's one long ball over the top. Jorginho just gives up in the end. He starts jogging. And then Saliba comes over. He's like, where are you going, bro? Go and get the milk for your cereal. Hurry up and get back here. Got sent to the shops. Not the same shops as Lissandro, I can't lie. He ain't been seen since, but definitely the local shop. We have got, I'm telling you, our midfield pivot today, man. I've seen paint dry quicker than this midfield can run, I'm telling you. If they've got pace and energy in their midfield, our midfield could have a problem. Here's Benny Blanco. We can't be getting opened up with one simple ball like that. It was just a long ball. Let's move the ball quickly. Very slow start. The tempo of the game seems so much slower than the Premier League. Fabio Vieira gives it away. Why is he playing right wing? He's almost on the right wing. I think he's going into that kind of position where Odegaard plays, like right attacking midfield near Saka. Here's Fabio Vieira on the move. Got a few players around him. Gives it away. Come on, Fabio, bro. Got to do better. I like the run, but the pass has to be better than that. I'm trying for Fabio Vieira, trust me. I want him to do well, but... Brian, hey, Brooklyn in the building. Where Brooklyn at? Big up, Big C. Brooklyn is late. Lateness is greatness. We got this, bro. 2-1 to our fam. Come on, you Gunners. I hope you're right, bro. Big up, Brian, for the support, as always, over there in BK. Lisbon on the ball. We don't need to win or do anything silly. Just keep it tight and come back. Listen, I know it sounds a little bit silly, but a draw isn't a terrible result. Although here come Lisbon down the sides. Ball whipped in. Good block by Saliba there. Yeah, as I said, a draw isn't the end of the world. I'd love us to win, of course. But what we can't do is lose and have to play that home leg and really go with a strong lineup. That's what we definitely can't do. So... yeah, let's make sure we don't do anything silly. Big up Viz, who said live from the 6 Drake settings. Hey, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Live from the 6. And one of the Sporting Lisbon players is down injured on the halfway line. We're not in our rhythm yet. The difficulty with the Europa League is that we're going to make changes all the time. So a lot of these players sort of won't have connected. They're not there. You know, sometimes you're not on the same wavelength. I mean, listen, of course, listen, we do want to win, but I'm saying it's just important. Don't lose. Definitely don't lose. And they've had the best chance of the game so far. Gee, that's so... He tried to, like, bend it in the far corner. Thierry Henry-esque, but doesn't get the curl on the ball. We are very lucky there that he's missed that, because that is a poor finish. He should have hit the target. Arteta talking to the players while one of the players gets treatment. I think he got a knock on the head from Saliba. Arteta doesn't look happy. Stadium, a lot of empty seats, as a lot of you were saying to me, people. Apparently the ticket prices for the home fans are very expensive, and a lot of the locals have not managed to go to the game, which is a shame. You would love to see a full stadium, but it is what it is. Big up SUTG Curtis to go. I appreciate it, man. Eros ticket prices are insane. It's crazy, isn't it? Don't make sense. We're back underway, people. Back underway. With Zinchenko dropping into that midfield role. Does really well. Goes past a couple of players. Here's Kivior. Interesting to see him on the ball. Gives it to Saliba. What I've noticed here is that Porto are high pressing. They're not giving us time and space on the ball. We work it well. Fabio Vieira in this right channel. It's crowded over there. Finds Saka. Jorginho needs the ball here. Saka goes past one. Lays it off to Martinelli. Hold-up play's got to be better there. Has a heavy first touch and we lose it. Wins it back though. Martinelli on the run into the penalty area. Corner to Arsenal. Corner to Arsenal, people. Did I say Porto? Sorry, apologies. Sporting Lisbon, not Porto. You know what I'm talking about, though. You're right there with me. Corner to Arsenal. Corner to Arsenal. Sporting Lisbon. Can we get a goal? Can Kivior score? Big header from Jakob. Bang! Bottom corner. Fabio Vieira to take the corner. Hope there's no Sporting fans there. Yeah, they won't like that one. Not liking the camera angle. Here's Fabio Vieira. Whips it in swinger. Comes all the way out. Here's Reece Nelson, the man. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. He's got 2 players on him. And his cross is blocked. Comes back out. Is that a free kick to Arsenal? No, it's a throw-in. We've wasted that one. What's the main rivalry in Portugal? Obviously, you got Porto, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon. Who are they? Do they all just dislike each other? Or which one is the actual main rivalry? I'm not sure. I'm assuming, would it be Benfica and Lisbon? I don't know. Time for some of these rotational players to make a push for the starting 11. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Porto Benfica. Oh, is that the bigger rivalry out of the 3, yeah? Porto Benfica. Nelson was in the same position. I was hoping he was going to shoot. Here's Zinchenko on the ball. He's had a lot of the ball. Finds Martinelli on the turn out wide to Saka. This is a chance. Little bit more space. 1v1 with the defender here, Saka. Cuts inside, finds Fabio Vieira. Where you going? Dinks it to the back post, overhits it a little bit. Xhaka, good ball. Chance for Arsenal, shot block, Reece Nelson. Oh, and we retain possession. That's a good ball by Xhaka. Arsenal starting to build. They're keeping the ball well now. Saka in the penalty area. 2 players on him. Finds Fabio Vieira. I don't know if there is there. I wonder if is there VAR in this. I'm not sure. Benfica v Sporting is a big one as well. I see a maturity growing in Arsenal. We can win this over 2 legs. I think Porto Benfica is like Arsenal United. Benfica Sporting is like Arsenal Chelsea. Okay. Benfica v Sporting is the Lisbon derby. Okay, fair enough. Arsenal starting to dominate possession. Haven't really created a great chance yet, but definitely starting to get on the ball. Jorginho finds Ben White. Honestly, this game is so much slower than watching a Premier League game. Honestly, it's incredibly slow compared to the Prem. But as I said, one thing I've noticed, Sporting are trying to press. They're not just letting us have the ball. Vieira growing into the game. He needs to keep getting on the ball. He's literally playing on the right almost. Ben White, good run, finds Saka. 25 yards out, little flick over the top. Ball's given away. I don't know if he was trying to find Ben White. Good touch by Jorginho though. Saying, come here, get onside. Saka loses possession. That is not a foul, ref, man. Come on. Free kick to Lisbon. Well, I don't know. We're getting on the ball. It's a much slower tempo. Mourinho back to Chelsea. I can't see that happening. I don't think he will. I think they'll give Graham Potter a season. I think he'll get next season. People saying the pitch isn't great. Is it a bit bobbly? It's hard to tell, innit, from far, but maybe when you zoom in, it's not great. Roma are winning 1-0. Mourinho, you can never write off Mourinho in a cup competition, can you? He's very good at getting through in the cups. Jimbo said Vieira is awful. I mean, listen, I haven't been impressed with him so far, but let's see. He needs to prove himself in games like this. Here comes Sporting Lisbon. And Marcus Edwards on this right-hand side. He's sharp. He wins a corner. Corner to Lisbon. He tried to nutmeg Xhaka there. It hit his leg, went out for a corner. Craig, I went for 2-1 Arsenal, but I think we may have to bring a couple of the big hitters on. Although we haven't got many of them on the bench. I think we can win, but I think it'll be a close win. Compared to back in the day, it's laughable. Yeah, the pitches are way better than they used to be, that is for sure. Dybala has been a game changer for Roma. I've always liked him, man. The celebration's sick as well. Corner to Lisbon, people. Cairo said, I'm recording the match. Going to watch it tomorrow with your watch along together. As always, hope we get a W. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. The game's a bit slow at the moment. I can't lie. Corner to Lisbon. Referee stopped it. They've taken it short. Edge of the area, Marcus Edwards. Good block there by Saka. Forces them all the way back to the halfway line. Longani Odegaard's out with illness. He's got a cold apparently. Him and Kieran Tierney. Marcus Edwards could be a good backup for Saka, said Mystic. HP Source said, yes, Curtis, big up yourself and all the Arsenal fam locked in. 3-1 to Arsenal. Here come Sporting down the left-hand side. They've got a 2v1 here. Didn't play the pass quick enough. Cuts inside Ben White. Ball whipped in, headed away. And Arsenal, can we hit them on the break? Here's Fabio Vieira. Runs straight into their player, wins a throw-in. Dybala on this Arsenal team would be fire. I mean, he was a free agent, wasn't he? I would have took him. They should change Prime bottles to Curtis Shaw mugs. Why not, eh? Why not? If they sell half as good as Prime, I'll take it. Possession must favour Arsenal. Yeah, we've had possession. We just haven't created a great chance yet. Lisbon are playing decent football, though. Just as I say that, they give the ball away. Come on, Arsenal. Here's Reece Nelson, the man of the moment, up against St. Just. The FIFA legend, 99 pace. Partey would be having a field day out here. Yeah, because there's a bit of time in the middle. Saliba gets a kick there. That's a free kick in the Arsenal half. Very slow start to the game. And we haven't really created a great chance yet. Paulinho, is it? Gives a little kick to Saliba on the heel there. And it's a free kick. Run said, Tierney hasn't got a cold. The cold has got a Tierney. Oh, my days. Here's Jorginho for Arsenal. Finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko's probably been on the ball more than any Arsenal player so far. But we just haven't been able to create. It's interesting. Saka is sort of cutting inside into that number 10 role. And Vieira's hugging the right-hand side. Vieira gives it away, but he does win it back. And so it's interesting the way we're playing. He is a pace merchant on FIFA. I can't lie, St. Just. He's had some quick cards on there. Yeah, we need to create a little bit more. Is Zinchenko. Finds Jorginho. Keeping possession well, but can we create that first decent chance? Jorginho's starting to get on the ball a little bit. Zinchenko's been the main man for us so far. Martinelli, you got to do better there. That's the one big question mark we've had of Martinelli in this striker role. When the ball is passed into his feet with his back to goal, can he look after it? He's had a heavy touch there and lost the ball. As a striker, that is literally your bread and butter. When the ball comes up to you, look after it, hold off the defender, and start, you know, playing people into the game. He's had a heavy touch this. That's what he needs to do. Do you remember seeing Arteta's gang tattoo? Oh, yeah, I see he had a tattoo. I don't know what it was, though. Vieira, the next KDB? I don't think so. More like ODB, the rapper. If you know, you know, people. Hey, da-day. Yeah, got your mind. If you're there with me, you'll enjoy that. I think that's quite a good dad joke, to be fair. But if not, we'll keep it moving. I'd rather Vieira be mad overconfident than hardly want the ball. Listen, I've always said bravery in football is commendable. One thing I respect about Odegaard, he always wants the ball. He says, give me the ball, give me the ball. You know what I mean? I'll try and make something happen. Even if it doesn't happen, I respect the fact he's trying to make something happen. I don't want Vieira to be quiet in games. I mean, he's on the ball now. And now he's on the floor injured, people. So it ain't going great. I can't lie. If this carries on, we might have to hide his passport and leave him in Portugal. You know what I mean? Nah, listen, I'm joking. I'm calm down, people. No agenda. I'm supporting him. But I need to see more. He's up now anyway. ODB settings, man. Nomad, lots of new faces on the bench. Your pick to put their name in Lightspeed. I mean, listen, I don't know much about these young bucks on the bench for Arsenal. I'm not going to lie, I don't watch too much of the under-23s and all that, so it's an opportunity, isn't it, for one of these youngsters to come off the bench and do something, you know? Oh, come on, people putting fake scores in. That's a block straight away or a timeout. Is that a corner to Arsenal? Give us the corner then. Yeah, corner to Arsenal. Hector's injured, mate. He's injured. You have an agenda, Big C. You have an agenda. Big up Alex. Yes, Big C in the community. Vieira needs a loan. Robbie gave him a 7 rating on the weekend. Maybe he did it for Man United losing 7-0. I don't know. Because I didn't see the 7. But here's what it is. In fact, the Man United game was after. Vieira whips in the corner. Free header. 1-0 to Arsenal. Now that Fabio Vieira, I've always rated him. I've said it before. You can't leave him in Portugal. You got to get him back to London. William Saliba. Whoa. Whoa. Saliba. Big William Saliba with the goal. Fabio Vieira with the cross from the corner. They're having a little scrap. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's fuming. Why are they all fighting? I don't know what's going on. Oh, I've always rated him. The potential. I've said before, he reminds me of a younger Bernardo Silva. And I've said it since we signed him. Anything else is false, people, honestly. Yeah, but 1-0. He whipped in the corner. What's the problem? That's a great header. Saliba ain't done nothing. I honestly don't know what the problem is. Oh, Zinchenko has rugby tackled someone off the ball, I think. But it doesn't affect. That's a great header, Saliba. Down into the ground. No chance of saving it. Saliba, great header. Shameless celebrations. Yes, Saliba. Just sign the contract now and stop playing about. Yeah, the goal counts. They were moaning about Zinchenko. He had a hold of someone's shirt. Excellent header. Quality goal from Saliba. Nice to see Vieira assist. Don't worry, they won't know on Twitter what I've been saying. If they do, they'll be going crazy. But it is what it is. We're shameless with it, people. Khalid! Big up to you for becoming a member. 1-0 to the mighty. Top of the table, Gunners. William Saliba, lovely header. Coates got booked. I've never rated Coates. When he was at Liverpool, he was terrible. Yeah, that's what I was asking. I don't know if they use VAR. They're still talking. I don't know what's going off. Coates got booked. Someone else is getting booked by the look. Did Zinchenko get booked? Zinchenko was definitely holding one of their players, but the ball didn't go near them. So I don't know what the problem is. Yep, the goal counts, people. 1-0 to the Gunners. Smooth one, Jay Curtis. I love how you always rated Vieira and speak highly of him always. Exactly. I've always rated him. He's on the ball again here. Ref! Give us a free kick. There we go. Vieira. Whoa! Get Coates off, by the way. That could be a second yellow card. They're not... Oh, what's going on? Off! 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 Get him off! Now, Vieira, I mean, boy. Was there a lot of contact there? I don't know. Get him off! Get Coates off, people. I think Coates is saying to Vieira there, listen, mate, I never touched you, but here's what it is. Free kick to Arsenal. AFTV just to kick off. Yo, bad boff. Relax, man. Relax yourself, bro. Big up, though, as always. They should be up to date with the stream today. Looking at this Sporting team, you can see why Enzo Fernandez struggles for Chelsea. You don't get this time on the ball in the Prem. It's so much quicker, isn't it? So much quicker. Curtis is so shameless. Correct! If Fabio Vieira bends this in the top corner, by the way. Oh, Zinchenko's moved him out of the way. CJ said I was reactionary with the tweet. CJ, it was an emotional time. We were 2-0 down to Bournemouth. I was in a very, how should I say it? I was fuming. Let's just say that. I deleted the tweet, but it was seen by a lot of people, so I might as well have just left it. We're shameless and proud, people. Free kick to Arsenal. 25 yards out. Zinchenko has moved Vieira off the ball and said, listen, relax yourself, little man. I'm taking this one. I think Vieira actually dived to win that free kick, but we don't care. I would love to see Zinni put this in the top corner. Zinchenko, 25 yards out. Great position for the left-hand side. Here's Zinchenko. Oh, it's blocked by the wall. Comes back out to him. Hits it again. Zinchenko! Tipped over the bar. Corner to Arsenal. The My Manager tweet is in the drafts. Don't worry, it's there, man. It's coming at some stage. Oof. Hits Coates in the face. Hits the rebound well. If it's either side of the keeper, he might be struggling there. Yeah, we're cooking now. The goal has got us moving in the right direction. This Sporting team don't look amazing, I got to be honest. When you move the ball properly. Can we get another goal? Vieira from the same side as before. Let's get Kivior a goal on his debut, man. That would be nice. Vieira whips in. That's a terrible corner. Kicked away at the near post. And Saka goes all the way back to Matt Turner in goal. Elise or Eze? See, I always thought Eze was the better one. I think over the last 6 months at least, Elise has overtaken him. Eze had a bad injury, didn't he? He was out for like 6 months. And Elise, they're both good players, but I think Elise would be the one that clubs would go for more at the moment. Here come Arsenal. Martinelli does a 360 but loses the ball. And that's a free kick to Sporting. Given away by Jorginho. Again there, Martinelli's got to look after the ball better. Eze is a baller, but Elise for me. Eze, people saying he's not the same player since the injury. Both good players, though. Both good players. Would you take João Felix in the summer? I mean, I would, you know, but it depends how much he's going to cost. And I don't know, it don't feel as good now. If we signed him straight from Atletico, it would have been amazing. But because he's been Chelsea, it's like, I don't know. He's got that dirty Chelsea feel about him as well, you know. Here's Martinelli. Lift your head. That's it. Keep the ball. Saka, 30 yards out. Is he going to hit one? Whips it in. It's not a great cross. Goes straight to the goalkeeper. Do you reckon Liverpool will get top 4? I do. I think Tottenham will drop out. I think the top 4 will be Arsenal, Man City, Man U and Liverpool. I think that'll be the top 4. I think Liverpool will just about get Tottenham out. I think Tottenham will be... I think their head's gone. Rumours of Conte leaving, going back to Inter. Kane's being linked with Man United. Their fans were booing Conte last night. Ball whipped in by Edwards. Overhits it, goes all the way to the other side. Yeah, I think Liverpool now. Diaz back in training. Jota's back. Firmino's back. Van Dijk's back. I think Liverpool will get that fourth spot. And I think Newcastle I think they've gone. They might get top 6, top 7. Saliba with the goal. K. Hayes said, Big C is a brilliant commentator. A bit biased, of course, but brilliant. Curtis needs a contract with Sky. Hey, listen, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. But yeah, the bias is difficult to not be biased if I went on Sky. Big up Buenos Aires, Guna. Bless up Curtis, bro, and C Unit tuning in from work. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you are well. The Italian toupee is going out. Yeah, they're talking about getting Poch back to Tottenham. I think Conte will be gone in the summer. What I really want to see now, people, as I think that's Kivior. Is that Kivior? There's an Arsenal player on the floor. I actually didn't see. Oh, Zinchenko's on the floor. This better not be a serious injury. God, we don't need this. Tierney's out with illness at the moment. Why is Zinchenko on the floor? Here's the replay. Now, do you know what, right? What looks like happened there? That looks like he got a knee in the side of his thigh. And honestly, that can really hurt. You get like a dead leg if that's what it is. And the way he's shaking his head doesn't look good, by the way. Tomiyasu's gone out to warm up. I hope he's all right there. I hope he's all right. Bring back Austin Trusty. I heard he's having a good season in the Championship. Can't wait for Champions League. Yeah, man. These games, they're nowhere near as exciting. How do I become a member? I don't see the join button. If you're on an iPhone, I think you have to go to the desktop site. You can usually click that on your menu and you should be able to do it there next to the subscribe button. If not, you have to go on a laptop or a tablet. You should be able to do it. Defo need another left back if Tierney leaves. And I didn't even speak about it, but there's a rumour now that... oh, what is Turner doing there? Gives the ball away. Oh. Sporting have still got the ball. Edwards cuts inside Zinchenko. Great little reverse pass. Turner collects it this time. Yeah, they're saying... And we've given it away again. And cleared this time. They're saying that Marseille may not buy Nuno Tavares. Apparently he's been quite poor in the last couple of months. And they're saying they may not go for him. So we're going to have a lot of players to... AFTV just saw the Europa League draw. Nah, man, these tweets are getting out of hand, man. It's all mad. We need Ramsdale. Do you know the problem we could have further down the line? And this is always a big problem. Clearly, Arteta must have said to Matt Turner, listen, you will get the cup competitions, right? But what happens if, for example, you get Juventus, you get Man United, you get Roma, and you're playing against better opposition and you really need to go with close to full strength? Do you then go back on your word and put Ramsdale back in goal? Or do you leave Matt Turner in goal and trust him? Because I think if you're in a semi-final and final, really you should be going full strength. But also, he's probably promised him that he'll get the cup competition. So what would you do? Play him? Would you take Ollie Watkins? I'm not a big fan of Ollie Watkins, I can't lie. Play Turner, says Ash. Turner's been solid. Yeah, listen, as a manager, if you've given him the word, you've got to play him, haven't you? I'm not going to write him off because he played one bad pass. But El Racer, do you think we can win the Europa? I do. I do, as long as we can keep a lot of our best players fit. Good header there by Kivior. Haven't really had an opportunity to see him yet. Get tested defensively anyway. Jorginho, he gives it away. Unlucky there. Sporting on the counter-attack. Up against Saliba. I don't know where... Oh, Ben White's there on the cover. We forced them back, defended well. Play Ramsdale. Turner will have to deal with it. This is Arsenal. I hear you, it's harsh. In the final, what would you do? Turner is a really good goalkeeper. His distribution is the one thing that panics me. Here's Marcus Edwards. He's looked sharp. Drops a little nutmeg. 30 yards out. Shot. Tip wide by Turner. There goes out for a corner. They're on us a little bit. Remember, we played Czech over Leno in the last Europa League final. Mystic said, Big C, how far do you think this current squad could go in the Champions League? I'll be honest, I think we're last 16 to quarter final, depending on who we got in the draw. You look at that round that they just had, I think we could have got through that if, you know, Tottenham were in there and stuff like that. Oh, equaliser! 1-1. Absolutely shocking defending. Carbon copy of the goal that we scored. Corner whipped in. Free header. 6 yards out. Absolutely shocking defending. Shocking defending for that goal. Unmarked 6 yards out. And again, I'm going to ask, I don't know. My initial reaction here is if the ball is that close to the goal, why is the goalkeeper not coming for it? Nah, man, come on. I'm sorry. And this is why Matt Turner, for me, wouldn't start in the Europa League final. Who's marking him? Kivior, you didn't... No. What's Kivior doing? Kivior doesn't jump. Look at Kivior. And then he ducks his head. Nah, Kivior, bro. What is... People, honestly, look at Kivior. Why is Kivior ducking his head down? That is awful defending. And can Turner collect that? He's 6 yards out. That's an awful goal. Absolutely shocking. That is a terrible goal to concede, man. Kivior doesn't jump and then he goes, oh, I hope that ball don't hit me. That might hurt. Nah, man, I'm sorry. That is horrendous. Very quickly, you can't do that. That is what you call soft. That is soft. 6 foot plus centre back ducking out the way of the ball, brother. You winding me up? I'm sorry. Sunday League defenders would try and head that. You're on probably 50, 60 grand a week playing for Arsenal. You're ducking your head out the way of the ball. Can you not head the ball, brother? What's going on? You think it's going to hurt you? Nah, man, I'm sorry, man. That's madness. I don't like that. I'm sorry, man. In the Premier League, what are you going to do if you're playing against Haaland? You're going to lay on the floor and cover your head. Terrible goal to concede. There was no need for it. And 6 yards out, if a ball's that close to your goal, I always think the goalkeeper should be close to collecting that. That is awful. I'm sorry, man. Now, listen, if you go for that header and you lose it, or the guy, wins the header above you, no problem. No problem. But the brother ducked down. What's he doing? You can't do that. Yeah, Mob Deep, shook ones. You ain't a crook, son. You're just a shook one. What's he doing? Somebody explain. Man ducked his head. I'm fuming. I'm sorry. I can't get my head around that. Here's Saka, right-hand side. Finds Fabio Vieira. Whips into the back post. Headed away. Come on. Zinchenko. 25 yards. Jorginho. The brother ducked out of the way, Please. Somebody explain that to me. If I was his manager, honestly, I'd be going absolutely mental at halftime. Brother, you're ducking down. You're 6 foot plus. It's the ball, The ball ain't going to take your head off. Man thought he was playing Fortnite and the guy had a shotgun at him. It's a football, bro. What's wrong with you? Poor, bro. You can't duck out the way. Here we are, left-hand side. Reece Nelson skips the defender again, overhits the cross, but it's a good run. Can he keep in at the back post? Benny Blanco gets support from Jorginho. Come on, 8 minutes till half-time. I did predict 2-1, so let's see. Vieira whips it in. Martinelli heads it across. It's blocked. It's scrappy, but Lisbon clear it. Oh, dear. Ziggy. Thank you for the super chat. Big C, this Kivior guy looks suspect. I had an eye on him from the start. I don't think he's up for it. Here's Marcus Edwards up against Zinchenko. Delays him. Don't let him cut inside on that left foot. He's sharp, You can tell by the way he moves. 7 minutes till half time. Marcus Edwards with the shot. Great save by Turner. This Edwards guy is good, by the way. Or was that St. Just who hit that? Good save by Turner anyway. It's Edwards. He is dangerous, by the way. He's improved a lot. Good save by Turner there. Nah, man, we're moving mad. I don't like this. 1-0 up in control all of a sudden. 1-1 and their corner. This brother better not duck his head, you know. I'm sorry. I haven't got the patience for that. You know me, people. I'm not, you know, I ain't easy. Man ducked his head. Corner. In-swinger. Turner again doesn't come for it. Headed away at the near post this time. Comes back out. Lisbon whipped in again. Turner, could he catch that? He punches it away. Yeah, I think Ramsdale would come and get that, even if he does punch it. That's fair enough, but don't stand there on your line. Man. Stressed out traveller, thank you for your super chat. Only keeper we've had that's been good with crosses is Emmy, Leno, Ramsdale, and now Turner. Yeah, I've said it for a long time. Even Rambo is not great at crosses. Emmy used to come out and just catch that with ease. He was amazing at collecting crosses. But, well, Kivior's trending on Twitter, so I think you know what that means. People are not going to let him get away with the fact the man ducked his head down. Absolute shambles, that. Yeah, people are going for him. Man ducked his head, you know. Man plays for the Mighty Ducks. Man plays for the Mighty Ducks, fam. I don't know what's going on. Here's Reece Nelson. Left-hand side goes into the area. A bit predictable there. St. Just tackles him. Sub him now. Yo, imagine doing that for, like, Sir Alex Ferguson or, you know, them real harsh managers. He'd be getting taken off at half-time. I can't lie. You can't do that. You genuinely can't do that. Just try and head the ball. Just jump. Try and head it. If you lose the header, no problem. It happens. It's football. You can't win every header. That's the reality. You're a 6-foot-plus centre-back and you ducked your head out the way. It was just a cross. I could understand if, like, you're 6 yards away and a guy whacks it. Your natural reaction might be to move out the way. It's just a corner whipped in. The man went, oh, I don't want that to hit my head. I've got Brill cream on my head. It can't mess up my haircut. What the hell? Mighty Duck settings, you know, people. Here's Fabio Vieira, right-hand side. Come on. Whips into the back post. Flicked away. Corner to Arsenal. Come on. Make up for it. Miscommunication with Turner. Now, that could be the only thing that could get him out of trouble. If Turner shouts for it, as a defender, naturally, you would duck to allow him to catch it. That could be the only thing. So that's a great point, AB. Maybe Turner said keepers. He's ducked down to let him get it, and the guy's headed it in. That's his only excuse. Corner to Arsenal. Whipped in. Back post header! Oh, it's saved on the near post, and the goalkeeper collects it at the second attempt. And Lisbon get away with it. Martinelli there, I think he's kicking off. I think he's going to get a yellow card as he stopped the goalkeeper from kicking it there. Agent Kivior, man, yo. Jokes in the chat. Yo, it's all going off, man. Mighty Ducks, what a film that used to be. That's Kivior right now. What's going off here, man? It's all kicking off. They're trying to get Martinelli booked. He's giving him a yellow card. Martinelli, it's a stupid yellow card to get. Because later on down the line, you can get a suspension for that. Good header by Xhaka. Ooh. Do you know what? That hit the goalkeeper's leg. His leg looked like it was over the line. I mean, Martinelli, what you doing, bro? Leave him. Oh, it was Xhaka. See, Martinelli didn't actually do much there, but Xhaka kind of hit it out of his hand. Turner told Kivior to duck. I don't know. That's the only thing I could let him off with. I don't know what's going off here. He's doing a VAR check for what is he going to do? Send someone off? It looks like they are using VAR. Man said the Kiwi wasn't right. No, I'm done. I'm done. It's all mad. Man said the Kiwi wasn't right, Peter. You lot are mad. You lot are mad still. No, so it looks like Martinelli got the yellow card, even though it was Xhaka that did it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It hit the goalkeeper's leg, who was over the line. Maybe the whole thing didn't go in. Mighty Duck settings, people. Like I said, what AB was it who just said in the comments? That's the only thing that could let him off. If the goalkeeper called for it, then you would duck out the way. So we'll see. Maybe he'll say something after the game. Here's Gabriel Martinelli, left-hand side. 2 minutes till half-time. Whips it into the back post. Saka's at the back post. Can't reach it. Gets a leg on it, but it goes out for a goal kick, people. 90 seconds until half-time. Wow. When I say that Xhaka, half the ball is over the line. That's what they was doing the VAR check for, but half of it is not. So, Solomon Kivior needs to look himself in the mirror. Bro, appreciate the super chat. Nah, Josh, it wasn't all over the line, man. They just showed you the replay. Half the ball was over the line. These Kiwi jokes. I said the Kiwi isn't right, man. It's all mad. Matt Turner on the ball. Risky, but we got away with that. Jorginho does well. Finds Ben White. I tell you what, Lisbon, they're pressing us. Here's Saka. He's got a lot of pressure on. See, Saka looks after the ball well with his back to goal. Martinelli took one for Xhaka. He'd better not get sent off. Here's Reece Nelson, left-hand side. Good run. Goes past a couple of players. Surely a free kick. And he gives a free kick to Arsenal, the referee. Saka's had a very quiet game. Yeah, he has. He's had a quiet game. They're doubling up on him. Man said the Kiwi's soft. It's all mad, man. It's all mad. Free kick to Arsenal about 30, 35 yards out. We're in the 45th minute. Can we create something? 3 minutes added on. They're a dirty side, dark arts. You know what, though? They're doing it well. I can't lie, you know, Sporting. What they do, they break up the attack well. They give you a little foul, but it's a foul that's kind of soft enough that the ref won't book you, you know? Turner didn't tell him anything. Kivior didn't do anything. I'll be interested to see the replay. Free kick whipped in. Comes out to the edge of the area. Xhaka finds Saka. Can he get the ball back in? 4 minutes added on, in fact. Xhaka whips it in. Great ball in. Goalkeeper flicks it away. Oh, behave, man. Did Nelson make any contact with him? Their goalkeeper's rolling all over the floor. He's saying that Nelson has caught him. It looks like it's going to be a free kick to Sporting Lisbon. We're a minute into the 4 minutes added on. Ivan Toney or Osimhen would give us a new dimension up front, 100%. As I said the other day, I think we should sign Ivan Toney. I would take. He hardly makes any contact. I would take Osimhen, but they want 100 million. I don't see Arsenal spending 100 million on a striker, but I think you'd get Ivan Toney for 50 million. No, Emmanuel. I mean, Emmanuel said I don't understand that irate about Kivi or its rustiness. Listen, bro, I'm telling you now, you cannot duck down. You can't. There's certain basics that are just... Oh my God, we've got... Oh my days, Matt Turner gave Saliba the ball. Saliba got caught. It was a dodgy pass. Sporting won the ball back in our area. And luckily the guy had a big touch and Turner collected it. Wow. Can you imagine if we conceded from that? Bro, match rustiness got nothing to do with a centre-back ducking his head. That's just a basic. Wow. We were nearly 2-1 down. That was madness. Here's Fabio Vieira, right-hand side. Can we create something? This game, for me, is a little bit too open. It's a little bit too open. I feel like we need a little bit more control than this. We're getting possession, but we look like we can concede at the back. I think Turner's a decent keeper, but he doesn't fill me with confidence on the ball. He picks out risky passes. Man, I'm saying he's gone back to Tina Turner, not Matt Turner. He picks out risky passes, man, puts defenders under pressure, and Ramsdale doesn't do that as much. So, I don't know. Take the draw and get out of here. We've been too open lately. I said it at the start of the stream. I know Latte says it all the time. Would you take a draw? With the team we've got and being away from home, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I want us to win, and I think we can win. But let's make sure we don't lose this game, that's for sure. Zinchenko gets the ball out wide. Less than a minute to go until half-time. Given away again. Win it back though, Zinni. Looks for Martinelli over the top. Can he do anything? No. Goes straight through to the goalkeeper. And I've got to be honest, we're struggling to get Martinelli in the game. Saka's getting doubled up on, been very quiet. And we definitely haven't been at our best. That is for sure. We don't have a lot of players on the bench, really, that you would... I mean, Partey, Smith-Rowe, but is Smith-Rowe fit? I'm sure Partey, the plan must have been to have left him on the bench and give him a bit of a rest. So, he's man of fourth in Portugal, yeah, but... I mean, Turner, I'm sorry, man. He stitched Saliba up there. He's took too long to give it him. He's given him the pass. Saliba's got a man running straight at him. That is Turner's fault, in my opinion. Half-time whistle goes, people. Sloppy, it's poor defensively, man. Turner not filling me with confidence on the ball at all. Let's get the tweet out. Winnable game. But defensively, we look suspect. And Turner makes me nervous on the ball. Need to attack a bit quicker. Second half. There's the tweet. I think that's quite mild. I didn't even mention Kivior because I need to see the replay. Kivior, don't jump. Hine is better than Turner. I mean, listen, he's just not good at defending, is he? He's not good at, not defending, sorry, his passing, Turner. His passing is not good enough. What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Oh, we got Tina Turner back in goal, people. I called him Matt Turner. I gave him the respect. He had a good World Cup. But Tina could very much be on her way back. Because that first half, that ball is a hot potato at his feet. I'm convinced it's burning his football boots. Because he can't get rid of it quick enough. Kivior, my brother. Man said, yo. I said, yo, blood, I can't head that. That ball will hurt. What kind of... I need to see the replay. Come on, 99. Big up for the super chat. Can anyone explain why a 6-foot+ new centre-back ducked his head? I need to know. I just need that explanation. Kivior on some Mighty Duck settings, people. I don't understand it. But listen, I'm sure we'll get an explanation. They better ask him about that in the press conference. Because I need to know what's going on. A draw isn't too bad. It isn't. This is my problem with the Europa League for Arsenal, right? We're going to rotate in the Europa League, but I'm not convinced when we play against better teams that we have the squad depth to rotate. Now, listen, if you can get Jesus, Trossard, Eddie and a few others back from injury, get Smith-Rowe fully fit, then maybe you can do that. But at the moment, our squad players are not doing enough. I'm not looking at Kivior. I'm not looking at Fabio Vieira and one or two. I'm not thinking, okay, you know what? You should be starting. Turner in goal. Yeah, I need the replay. I'm trying to just stay calm. I don't want to write him off. Listen, people saying give Kivior a chance. I will give him a chance, but I'm sorry. Ducking your head for a corner is unforgivable for me. I can't get my head around that. And what you got to do then, okay, if Turner isn't as good on the ball as Ramsdale, because I think he's a good keeper in terms of shot stopping, it's just on the ball he's not as good. I think we have to play different. Don't keep giving him the ball like we would Ramsdale and asking him to play like Ederson or Ramsdale. He's not that goalkeeper. Not every goalkeeper is good. So I think we have to adjust slightly and say, look, Matt Turner's not as good on the ball as Ramsdale. So let's not keep using him as an outlet and asking him to play short. Maybe he's just got to go long sometimes and say, that's it. Alfred said, got to get off Turner. He's a good goalkeeper. Play to his strengths. We got rid of Leno because he can't kick. Why bring in another goalkeeper? So you would think, wouldn't you, that Arsenal would sign a goalkeeper with similar skill sets of Aaron Ramsdale, because if Ramsdale was ever out for a long time and Turner's in goal, Turner is a good goalkeeper, but clearly not as good on the ball as Ramsdale. So you have to completely change. So surely it would have made sense to buy a goalkeeper that can do something similar. Lay off Turner, guys. He's simply the best. Stevie, I like that. JW, keep the mentality strong, lads. We go again. Listen, in terms of the performance, it's been okay. It's sort of a typical Europa League game for Arsenal. Like we're kind of in second or third gear. It looks like we can play a little bit better. But the game's there to be won. Silver said, Kivior the next Senderos. Hey, I can't accept Senderos slander. I can't. He's a friend of mine. I have to protect him. I know we joke about the fact Drogba bodied him a number of times. But there was worse than Senderos, trust me. Go and watch Scalacci and Stepanovs and Pascal Saigan. Zamir, we need a number 2 goalkeeper. This guy's not good enough to be a second goalkeeper for Arsenal Football Club. I mean, like I said, doesn't look good on the ball. Shot stopping looks decent, but I think we have to adjust the way we play if Turner's in goal. It's not fair to ask him to do the same thing that Ramsdale does if he's not that goalkeeper. Vieira needs some dumplings. Maybe some yam and banana and dumpling, man. Some jerk chicken. Vieira is light. Take him off. Bring on ESR. Can we not call out BS? Don't care if they've just... I'm telling you. We got to be honest about players, man. We can't always... Listen, is he good? Yeah, he's good. If he's bad, you're not good enough, bro. Listen. If he goes for that header and loses the header, I've got no problem. If the goalkeeper called and he ducked, I've got no problem. But if the goalkeeper didn't call and you ducked, that's outrageous. And I can't... And people, anyone who's watching the halftime conversation in the studio, please listen to what Martin Keown says and tell me what he says, because my volume's too low. I can't hear it. So anyone in the comments, please, because I'm sure they will say to Keown, why does he not jump? And maybe it's the goalkeeper. Connor said, if someone sucks, don't. Well, maybe I'm just silly. I don't know. Big up, Connor. Gav said these refs are as bad as the Prem refs. At least they seem to use VAR better. Elliot said, what's love got to do with Turner's first half? Why are you doing this to him, man? What did Aubameyang and Laka say? Why is man doing this? What's love got to do with it, Elliot? Right, here we go. Please. He's talking about it now. Let me know, please, somebody, what Keown is saying. Is he going to... I mean, I'm sorry. The keeper's got to come for it, first of all. Yeah, and they've circled the keeper. But Kivior can't see the keeper. I don't understand that. Does Kivior think that Turner's coming for it? All right, he's circled Kivior. I need to hear it. Does the keeper shout? I can't see the keeper shouting. I don't know. I'm really trying to look at Turner as this ball... I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I couldn't say, but it looks terrible. I think Kivior, you just got to head that and then speak about it afterwards, man. Turner should come and get that. What's Keown saying, people? Keown said, I hope it's a one-off. Can you imagine if he did that at centre-back with Keown playing next to him? Keown would have him by the neck, honestly. 6-yard box keeper should be clear. Listen, there's no doubt that Turner should be coming and collecting that. You cannot put a corner into the 6-yard box and your goalkeeper doesn't get anywhere near it. Look at Turner's passing, man, please. He can't play like... That's terrible. He's leaning back like the Fat Joe song. Gives it... Oh, my days. Nah, I'm sorry, people. I'm not here to mollycoddle. I'm not here... This ain't a nursery. Yeah, this ain't a nursery. I want the best for Arsenal Football Club. I ain't about to start pretending that people are good when they're not. You've got to do better than that. maybe, like I said, the team have to change the way they're playing if this guy can't pass the ball out properly. Just tell him to kick it long. Simple as that. Keown's blaming Turner. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Keown said Turner killed everyone. Fair enough. Because it's in the 6-yard box. I think, personally, what Kivior's done, I think Kivior thinks that ball is so close to the goal that Turner's going to collect it. I'm not sure he's actually shouted anything, but I think he just thinks, well, that ball's in the 6-yard box. My goalkeeper's going to collect it. So he's just ducked down and turned round. Next minute, the brother's heading it in. So it's total miscommunication. What I would like to see from Kivior is to say, listen, that ball's going straight on my head. I'll head the ball away and ask questions afterwards. Simple as that. But Turner hasn't done well either. They've both had a nightmare. Keown said the Kiwi wasn't ripe. it was too soft, people. The Kiwi wasn't ripe enough, man. Turner needs to command. He's shaky. Listen, we've been through enough goalkeepers over the years. I'm not prepared for us to go back and start dealing with another goalkeeper that's not good enough. Nowadays, your second choice goalkeeper's got to be very good. He does, because it only takes an injury to Ramsdale and you're in the Champions League next season at Real Madrid and Matt Turner's in goal with Benzema and Vinicius pressing him. I'm not trying to see a horror show, people. So I'm not here to start pretending that people are playing well. Turner is looking shaky. Decent shot stopper, but not good with the ball at his feet. And you got a manager that wants to play like that. You don't want a goalkeeper in goal that's not good with his feet. Let's face it, Bernd Leno was a very good goalkeeper. We sold him because he needed to play out from the back quicker and better. So I don't understand it. I'm not writing him off, but he doesn't seem to connect with the way we want to play. The first thing I would say if I was buying a goalkeeper, how good is he with the ball at his feet? Because we want to pass. So Samir, big up, bro. He said, big up, Curtis, bro. Look, the Turner goal they score. He's a ball watcher. He's below average, I believe. He doesn't look great. Alberto Arteta needs to yell at them. They've been poor. The problem with Arsenal in this Europa League and in the cup competitions this season is when we make multiple changes, we look disjointed as a team. You can see in the Premier League, we look very connected. There's a lot of understanding. There's a lot of chemistry. We know what's what. In the Europa League, we've made, I mean, how many changes have we made tonight? Turner's started. Ben White started. Kivior. Xhaka. Jorginho. They both didn't play. And Nelson. So we made 6 changes from the team that started at the weekend. And we look disjointed as a team. We're not poor, but we don't look like we're connecting. Those partnerships aren't really there that are usually there in our team. Odegaard has a lovely partnership with Saka. You know, Partey and Xhaka in midfield. Saliba and Gabriel. You know, Zinchenko drops into midfield. The understanding is not the same. It's not the same. Zinni, really poor turnover led to that corner. I didn't even notice that, you know. I'll look back at that. He's been on the ball a lot, but we just haven't been quite effective enough. Vieira, for me, it's just like, he set up the goal from a corner. Let me give him some credit, but it's just not, it feels underwhelming when I watch him. He's not a write-off, you know. It's not over. He could still become a decent player for us, but every time at the moment I watch Fabio Vieira, I just feel underwhelmed. He's okay, he's tidy, he's got a nice left foot, but he's just not, I'm just not seeing enough from him. I got to be honest. He doesn't look like he's ready to make a big impact in the Arsenal team. So, yeah, for me at the moment, take him back to the shop and get your money back. 28 days guarantee, people. We got to say it as it is, people. I told you I'm not here to dress it up. This ain't a bed of roses and flowers and we're running through the field with buttercups. Oh, it's so lovely here and we can't say anything bad about any players. Nah, bun that. Let's say it as it is. At this moment in time, 9th of March, Fabio Vieira is not good enough for Arsenal. Can he become good enough for Arsenal? Yeah, maybe he can. Xhaka took 5-6 years. But at this moment in time, no. He ain't answering the questions for me. I'm sorry. It's not hate. It's reality. It's reality, people. Some people, people say no returns. We're beyond 28 days. It's the reality. At the moment, I'm not seeing enough. When we didn't see enough with Nuno Tavares, we took action, right? And we said, all right, I've seen enough. On your bike. Get yourself to Marseille. Sambi Lokonga, seen enough. Not good enough. Crystal Palace. Now, we paid a bit more money for Fabio Vieira, so they probably won't react like that as quick, right? I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm saying we need to see more from him. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm convinced. So, let's see how the second half goes. Let's see. Brad Friedel said Turner shouldn't settle for second choice. He's right. He's right. He should probably be third choice. So, Brad Friedel, you was right when you said that Turner shouldn't be second choice at Arsenal. We'll put him in the under-23s as an overage player. It's all mad. Come on, we need a bit more. I'm not worried about Kivior. He will become good. I hope so. Vieira's like corned beef. It's not what you want to eat, but it fills a hole. Yo, I told you, man. Bully beef. Growing up, it was good, man. But I'm older now, you know. I got a little bit of bread. I can eat better. He's a corned beef creative player. School report could do better. B for effort, D for achievement. You know them ones. Come on, let's win this game second half. Let's win. One assist, yeah, fair enough. He whipped a decent corner in. I still want to see more. I want to see more quality. Let's see how it goes. Second half about to begin, people. When Vieira's the main 10, he needs to take his chance. Exactly. He's got the pivot behind him today. Dooley said, Curtis, greetings from Vancouver. In my opinion, Fabio will come good soon. He just needs more game time in his favourite position. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. I hope you are right. Vieira's a toothpick. Oh, my days. The bully beef used to have it with rice. Maybe he needs Declan Rice there. Maybe then he'll be at it. Corned beef and rice. Second half about to begin, people. Can we win this game? I hope so. And we are underway. Big second half. We need to keep up momentum, man. It's important to keep winning games. Keep the vibe. And Curtis agenda, sure. Keep the vibe and keep the confidence high as we go to Fulham on Sunday, man. I definitely don't want to be losing this game. I did predict 2-1. So, give Vieira some whey protein. Might bring Partey on in the 65th minute. Yeah, we might need him. I would like, ideally, to probably not bring him on at all. But yeah, maybe we'll have to, you know. Here's Zinchenko on the ball for Arsenal. Martinelli, I need more from Martinelli in this second half as well. Through the middle. With his back to goal, I don't think he's been good enough. So he needs to look after the ball a little bit. Bring on ESR for Vieira. Turner needs a Red Bull. Have you drank 7-Up today? Nah, man. No 7-Ups. 7 goals for United's enough. They'll have to hold it. Sporting Lisbon on the counter-attack. Got 2 players on this left-hand side for them. Under a bit of pressure here. Saka's running back. He gets turned. Oh, he's been turned inside out. Turner punches it away. Edge of the box. Shot. Turner saves it. Wow. A lot of work there for Saka. He had to run all the way back to the right back position. He got turned inside out there. Jeez. I think that was Trincao, the former Wolves player. Twisted him one way, took him the other. And Turner did well there. Fair play. That's what I mean. As a shot stopper, I don't think he's that bad. It's more on the ball where the problem is. Sporting are up for it, man. They're not no rollovers. I'm telling you, this is a team that was in the Champions League. They're not going to be easy work. All the way back to their goalkeeper. And he goes long. Good header by Saliba. Another header by Saliba. Here's Kivior. Don't duck. No, he's all right. He stayed on his feet. He passed the ball. Vieira's not good enough as it stands. We need to see more. Zinchenko's made a number of poor passes. He's probably been on the ball more than any other Arsenal player tonight. But at times a little bit wasteful. Ben White finds Saka. As soon as Saka gets the ball, they're on him. Great strength. Pass. Don't dribble too much. Pass now. Saka, lift your head, bro. You ain't going to get a free kick for that. That's clumsy. Clumsy from Saka. Too much. Zinchenko on the ball. Gets it out wide to Reiss Nelson. 1v1 with the defender. Cuts inside. Finds Zinchenko. Can he pick someone out? Great ball. Chance. Martinelli tries to chip the goalkeeper and it's saved. Was he offside? Lovely ball by Zinchenko there. I think he might have been off. No, he's miles onside. I mean, he could have gone across the... What a ball, Zinchenko. I've got a lot of time for that. I respect the confidence there of Martinelli to try and chip him. He should probably be scoring, I got to be honest. It's a corner to Arsenal. Brilliant ball from Zinchenko, by the way. Lovely little reverse pass. That's what he's about. Vieira was actually free at the back post, but he tried to score, tried to chip it. Keeper saved it. Nelson with the corner. I mean, that's got snow on it. It's so high. Zinchenko volleys it in. It's blocked. Comes all the way out to the halfway line. It was a good save. Come out, made himself big, got his arm up as he tried to chip him. Here come Arsenal. Xhaka, right-hand side, whips it in. Crosses blocked and Sporting Lisbon retain possession. Good tackle by Xhaka. Here's a chance. Shot! Oh! Just wide by Fabio Vieira. Better. Much better. Instinctive shot there. Good play by Granit Xhaka. Wins the ball back. Sets it to Martinelli. Lays it off to Fabio Vieira. Shot's just wide. Much better play. Arsenal were appealing for handball there from Coates. I don't think they're even checking it. But better there from Fabio Vieira. I mean, that's only half a yard wide there. Better football. Xhaka does well. Wins the ball back. Finds Martinelli. Sets it to Fabio Vieira and he shoots just wide. I don't mind that. That's what I'm saying. I've got no problem with that. Have a shot. Be brave. Get on the ball. Try and make something happen. If it don't go in, we can't question you, you know. That's just one of them things. Saka on the ball for Arsenal. Got to do better there. Saka hasn't been great. He's done a lot of running. Here's Matt Turner. I would rather you do that, mate. Have it. Just boot it up the pitch, bro. Don't play silly passes and get caught on the ball. It's not that time. Here's a chance for Arsenal. Oh, Nelson tries a through ball. Fabio Vieira. The ball was overhit by Nelson. Decent chance there. Reiss overhit the through ball. The goalkeeper cleared it. Goes out for a throw-in. Again, good running from Vieira. If he plays that pass there, Nelson, Vieira could have been in. Good play by Martinelli there. Although the ball's given away. Arsenal have the ball back. We've started this second half much better. Big up Rob Yardman who said Big C, his wife and I Big C and my wife and I are expecting our second child now. I aimed and scored. You hit the target, bro. Last minute winner, that's what it's all about. Big up yourself. Blessings to the family, man. Saka's tired, he needs a rest, yeah. I really would like to see him come off at some stage in the game. You can't keep 90 minutes every game. Here's Reiss Nelson, left-hand side. Two players. Xhaka does well, finds Nelson. Lovely play out wide. Zinchenko, crossing situation. Back post, Martinelli's header's just over. Much better start to the second half. Unlucky Martinelli, it's the second header that he couldn't quite reach. But good play by Xhaka and Nelson. Gets it to Zinchenko. Great ball in. I mean, Martinelli, it's just a little bit too high for him. It's a good jump, but he just gets under it a little bit, but much better. I really want Martinelli to score, man. Martinelli ain't it through the middle, said S. He said Martinelli's not having a good game. People saying congrats. Goal kick to Sporting Lisbon. Ball goes out for a throw into Arsenal in our own half. Why we need tall strikers? Well, yeah, you need a plan B, you know, because imagine having Ivan Toney today and you can bring him on. You know, it gives you a different option. We need Mitrovic for them headers. Zinni, our best player. Listen, like I said, I always respect the bravery. He has give it away sometimes, but he's the one who wants to get on the ball and make something happen. Jeez, we nearly give the ball away again. Playing around too much in defence. Here's Matt Turner. finds in. Look how much they're pressing us. Xhaka. We are getting pressed here. Goes up to Nelson. Ball goes out for a throw. It's Paul. 3.1k in the chat, people. Amazing numbers for a Europa League game. Thank you very much. Let's get 2.5k likes before the stream ends. Road to 70k or 100k. Beyond that, so make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to Curtis Shaw Clips channel as well. We'll have some clips out. Hopefully tonight, actually. We'll get a couple on there. So, yeah, keep it locked. What do you think about the Richarlison rant? I think it's hilarious. I like it. We ain't going to win the league if we waste too much energy on Europa. I said, what would you do? Would you sacrifice this competition? Do we not have the squad to deal with 2 competitions? It's an interesting question. I think we've got to try and win it, personally. But the Prem is the priority, that's for sure. Here's Nelson, left-hand side. Zinchenko gets on the ball, finds Jorginho. Can we pick out a pass? We need more movement. Nelson, 1v1 with the defender. Can he get at him? Nelson cuts inside, whips it in. Not a great cross. It's cleared out for a throw-in. Fulham are going to be all over this. Well, Fulham don't play midweek, do they? So they're going to really go for us on Sunday just for the fact that they'll be a little bit more rested. Have they actually got a game tonight? Is there a Premier League game? No, no Premier League game. West Ham winning 2-0 in the Conference League. Mikel Antonio, Yardman settings. Leverkusen winning 1-0 against Ferencváros. Roma beating Sociedad 1-0. Union Berlin against Union Saint Galoy, is it? That's 1-1. Sporting on the counter-attack. 2 players unmarked out wide. Ball's whipped in across the area. Saliba, great clearance. Saves a certain goal. We are stretched on the counter-attack. Marcus Edwards in the area. Up against Zinchenko. Slows him down. We are scrambling here, by the way. Why do we keep getting hit on the counter-attack? Edwards up against Zinchenko. Cuts inside. Little reverse pass. Shot saved by Turner. They've scored. Sporting Lisbon take the lead. 2-1. He's doing the Rashford celebration. It's all mad, people. They woke up and they chose violence. This is why I didn't fly to Lisbon. When we rotate, we cannot produce, unfortunately, people. We do not have the squad depth. They've been toying with us. They've hit us on the counter-attack time after time after time. And now you know what happens. In the home leg, you have to go full strength to try and rescue it. Marcus Edwards, again, great little reverse pass. Where's the defending? 2 of you watching him on the rebound. Ben White, and who's the other one? I can't see it. Saliba, you got 1 player in between 2 Arsenal defenders. Schoolboy, shocking defending, man. Terrible defending again. Terrible defending again. Watching the runner. And then a tap-in with no one responding. Awful. Shambolic defending. Absolutely shambolic. 2-1 down, people. Totally unnecessary. Our own worst enemy. Our own worst enemy. You cannot defend like that. You just can't. Ben White and Saliba were literally doing a watch-along. It's not necessary, man. There's no need to concede that goal. It's a shambles of a goal. Reverse pass. We've got 2 players. How does Kivior, wrong side. Jorginho tries to block it, misses it. Good save, Turner. Ben White and Saliba, ball watching. Dre said, take the L and go home. Latte, if you're in the chat, just write it. Would you take a draw? Because I would right now. They're at us again, by the way. If we go 3-1 down, we're scrambling to stay in this competition. Here we go. Marcus Edwards, edge of the penalty area. Oh, my days. Luckily, he didn't shoot. Fix up. Come on. Wake up. It's a serious competition. These men are getting bullied. They're absolutely... It's a free kick to Arsenal. This ain't no easy ride. This ain't Europa League group stage. These men have to turn up. Man said the players are jet lagged. Vieira gets clattered. Their player does get a yellow card. I can't believe he actually out-muscled that Marcus Edwards, but then he got clattered. This ain't good enough, I'm sorry. What we don't want to do is have to play them at home next week and have to go full strength to rescue it. We don't want to have to do that. You know, we need to at least get out of there with a draw. The defending, what is going on? Conceding goals that are just unbelievably poor. Look, come on. Vieira gets caught on the ball. They're on us again on the break. This Edwards brother and St. Just on this right. They are absolutely ramping with us. Come on, here's Martinelli, but he's got no one to pass to. Is he going to run all the way? Martinelli goes past two. Still Gabriel Martinelli. It's unbelievable. Still Martinelli. Oh, no. He runs from the halfway line. Should have chipped the goalkeeper. Could have been a worldie. He goes past 3 players. Gabby, you one-on-one. Hit it. Hit it. Tries to take it round him and St. Just recovers. Oh, man, it's that touch. It was too heavy. 99 pace. Just chipped the goalkeeper, and we're talking about one of the goals of the season. Hits it too late. Gabby, what a chance. Literally runs from the halfway line, goes past 3 players. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Should hit it. Takes it round him. St. Just recovers and blocks it. Corner to Arsenal. It was nearly the Chelsea 2020. We just needed Kante falling over. What a run. Europa is just a European Carabao anyway. Didn't even want it, said Red Eye. Oh dear, we're shameless. Corner to Arsenal. Fabio Vieira to take it. Can we get an equaliser? 30 minutes to go. 31 minutes to go, sorry. Ah dear. I thought he was going to chip the goalkeeper then. Corner whipped in by Fabio Vieira. It's up in the air. The goalkeeper collects it. What are your thoughts on Brennan Johnson? I think he's having a good season. He started the season quite poor. I thought he was a little bit one-dimensional, but he looks like he's adjusted to the Prem now. He's one of Forest's best players. I wouldn't necessarily want him at Arsenal though, but he's having a good season. Well, second half of the season, definitely. That was unlucky, man. It could have been a worldie. I wish he'd have hit that. Kivior heads it out for a throw-in. Player ratings are not going to be pretty tomorrow, Kivior, mate. I'm telling you. That Kiwi is definitely not ripe. Still gutted with the Martinelli chance. Supposed to be 2-2. St. Just is rapid, yeah. I told you, man, on FIFA. He's had a lot of good cards. Very quick cards as well. No away goals. They don't count. First 11, we are Kim Kardashian. Make the changes and we're Caitlyn Jenner. No, bro, you're ramping. You're not far off, though. We don't need this stress. It was meant to be a stress-free watch-along. They're one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's missed it. Unbelievable. Sporting could have knocked us out. One-on-one with a goalkeeper. Left foot, and he puts it wide, Paulinho. Oh, my days. We are scrambling. 2v1 against Saliba. Reverse pass. Paulinho tries to open up. That is a terrible finish. Mikel, you got to make changes, bro. We cannot defend. Every time they go forward, they look like they're going to score. Arsenal on the attack now. Fabio Vieira gets tackled. I'm struggling to defend him right now, seriously. Here's Granit Xhaka, 25 yards out, tries to shoot, deflect. Yes! Own goal! Arsenal equalise! Get in there! Toto! Granit Xhaka tries to play the pass. It gets deflected off their player, and it's an equaliser. Get in there! Yo, can you turn that heating off? Thanks, hot now. Not made of money, man. We can't leave that heating on. It's about £1,000 a minute. 2-2, people. Granit Xhaka tries to play the ball into Vieira. Deflects off their midfielder. The goalkeeper is wrong-footed. And it's 2-2, people. Get in there. We'll give it to Granit. I will give it to Granit. I don't care how we score. I'm happy we equalised. Now, I don't know what this is about. It looks like a VAR check. They're checking the goal. What for? What is the VAR check even about? And I saw a replay there. Did Saka foul somebody off the ball? Check's over. Goal counts, people. Yes! We'll take it. 2-2, people. It's a lucky goal, but we'll take it. Tomiyasu's coming on, people. £1,000 a minute, man. Lock off that heating, people. Zinchenko comes off. Tomiyasu comes on. Bad bath. I never doubted it for a second. Now, we're good, man. We're good. We're good. 2-2. Partey's warming up as well. Goal stands, people. 2-2. Lucky goal, but hey, it is what it is. It's Tomiyasu who's playing left back. Go on, Tommy, lad. On a marauding run. Finds Nelson. Got 2 players on him. No space. Wins a throw-in. Does well. Damn, I'm actually very happy that it's 2-2 now. This game is hella entertaining. It is now. Decent game. I didn't expect this. £1,000 a minute. Curtis is a legend. Bro, that's got a lot. Hey! Tomiyasu, nutmeg sent just. Whips it in. Yo! Great save. Fabio Vieira with the header. Saved by the goalkeeper. Tomiyasu. The nutmeg is violent. That is a violent nutmeg. Oh my days. What a ball in. That nutmeg is unreal. Should have, well, possibly could have scored. Damn, what a nutmeg. Ruined him. It is a basketball game. It's mad. Corner to Arsenal. In swinger. Fabio Vieira to take it. Big up Abdullah. Arteta is a coward. He wants to go out of this competition again. He thinks we are winning the league, but absolutely not. Abdullah is not happy. Vieira whips it in. Oh, it's headed in the air. It's bouncing around. It's all over the place. Goes out for a corner to Arsenal. Sporting a fuming because the guy was down with a head injury and he maybe could have blown the whistle. Abdullah is not happy, by the way, as you can tell. Once again, we've conceded 2 goals in a game tonight. Bournemouth, United, City, Villa. Conceding too many. Way too many. It is genuinely like a basketball game now. Tommy Blood Clark Yasu. Yo, that nutmeg was crazy, bro. Nelson to take the in-swinging corner. Oh, my God. I mean, I don't know where he's kicked that to. It's gone all the way out for a goal kick. Terrible. Man said bad mind super chat. Saliba misses his brother Gabby. Maybe he's not the same without him. Ball goes out for a goal kick. We'll have a little break. The Sheikh AFC. Imagine what Barca, Bayern, PSG, Real will do to us if we make the Champions League. We're going to have to improve our squad significantly. We could not turn up in the Champions League and put out a team like this. We would have to go full strength. I just seen Arteta throwing his arms up. What was he throwing his arms up for there? Did anybody else notice that? If you look at the bottom of the screen, Arteta's... Oh, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's throwing his arms up because Martinelli doesn't turn on the ball. Xhaka rolls the ball into Martinelli's feet. He lays it off and Martinelli's throwing his arms up. I think he's moaning that Martinelli doesn't turn on the ball because he had a little bit of space. Arsenal have had 61% possession. But, you know, you've got to put your chances away and create chances. Reece taking corners like Partey takes his shots. He's hitting it too hard, isn't he? When is Trossard back? I think he'll probably be back for the Sporting game next week. I'm not sure he'll play against Fulham. Big up Jamino. Keep hitting the likes, everyone. Subscribe to Curtis if you're new. Big up yourself. 3.5k in the chat. Amazing support for a Europa League game. It's been a good game. Not so good in terms of quality because our defence looks shaky, but it's been like a basketball game, that is for sure. Long ball over the top. Goes out for a throw into Arsenal down by our own corner flag. And we've got 24 minutes to go, people, of the game. 24 minutes. Can Arsenal win it? I went for a 2-1 on the prediction. That's obviously gone out the window now. We'll take a 3-2. That is for sure. I live in Ireland. They're screening West Ham over Arsenal. That's madness. Not good, but exciting. Yeah, that's what you would say. Can we get a winner? 23 minutes left. I hope we win. But we've defended so bad. a draw wouldn't actually be the end of the world because we have not done well defensively. Ball down the sides again. Sporting Lisbon on the attack. They're getting bodies forward when they attack. Tomiyasu, Nelson wins it back. Tomiyasu wins a throw-in. Tommy looked like prime Zaha Scooby-Doo settings. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Man's moving. Somebody just said he's moving like Balassi and Zaha there. Wish we had Gabby Jesus. He's nearly back, man. Maybe a week or two. Marching Bolivian, you woke me up, Kurt. It's 3 a.m. here. Sorry, man. Apologies. Is it worth waking up for? I suppose it depends what happens in the next 22 minutes. If we get an exciting winner. If we play like this against Fulham, they will do us. Yeah, but I suppose what you could say, we'd have a stronger team. Gabriel would start. Partey would start. Odegaard will play. It makes a big difference. And Ramsdale, of course, in goal. And the thing is, like you said, like somebody just said, you know, Sporting, if they're going to progress, they're going to feel like they have to win their home game. Because I don't see Sporting coming to the Emirates and doing us. So we have to win. Well, they're going to feel like they have to win the home game. So we need to be smart with this game. Here's Saka right hand side. He's been quiet. He's had a lot of the ball, but not massively effective. Ref, get out the way. You're almost tackling him. Here's Tomiyasu left hand side. We're about 200 million short. I said that earlier, Dave. Honestly, I said if Arsenal will make the Champions League. I believe we need to spend 200 million in the summer. Thomas Partey. No, Gabriel's coming on. Gabriel is coming on, people. Is this Smith Rowe's coming on as well? Be interesting who comes off next time the ball goes out. I think you'll see that change. Tomiyasu whips it in. Cross is blocked. And Edwards clears it. I think it's a triple change, in fact. I think there was 3 players there. It'll be interesting who comes on. Definitely Smith Rowe. And I think Gabriel. It might have even been Thomas Partey as well. Xhaka, great ball. Into Vieira, tries to knock it down. It's unlucky there. Him and Martinelli not on the same wavelength. And all the way back with Turner. Uh-oh. Oh, he does well in the end. Alfred said the reason we lost to City because they had more possession. Teams with 30% possession scoring 2 goals weekly on us. Possession is our defence. So we're having to keep the ball to stop our defence from getting attacked more, really. Here's a chance, edge of the box. That's a poor shot, Reece Nelson. It's a good job he didn't do that in the 97th minute. Otherwise, we'd be all over the place. Anyway, best watch along on YouTube, said Red Rain. Appreciate it, bro. Big up to everyone tuned in. Curtis, we need a war chest this summer. We actually need a legitimate war chest, a big one. I think we need our biggest transfer window in the history of the football club. I think our biggest is 140, 145. I think we've got to be around 200 million this summer. Champions League is not a joke. Kivior comes off for Gabriel. It's a shame that he's made that mistake because, you know, people who use that against him. But it is what it is. It's the reality of football. Thomas Partey is coming on as well. The General is on. In midfield, and Gabriel. Nelson comes off for Smith Rowe. So Smith Rowe will probably go on the left, sorry. I didn't actually see who came off for Thomas Partey. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see what midfielder came off. I think it's Jorginho has come off. We need that Chelsea war chest. Yeah, we got to go big, man. We got to go big money in the summer. ESR to get the winner. I hope so, man. ESR is a big player once he gets fit, man. Scored a lot of goals for us. Important goals last season. Jorginho comes off, yeah. Xhaka's had a decent game, I think, in midfield, you know. Latte, where's the would you take a draw tweet? I probably would. Now, listen, let's nick it 3-2. We've made 3 good changes there. Gabriel, Smith Rowe, and Thomas Partey on. Let's get a 3-2 win. Take a bit of pressure off. Arteta going for the win. I like the fact. I like that Arteta has made changes to try and win it. Triple change, and let's see what he does to the team. 250 mil, if you ask me, said G. 4-2 win incoming. Saka. Is he going to play 90 minutes again? He just can't get a rest, can he, this guy? He really can't. And then he'll go to the international break, and England will play him in both their games. Do you know what I mean? You do have to be careful. I know he's young, but there's got to be occasions where you can give him a little bit of a break, or at least start him on the bench. Arteta said he actually wants to win the Europa League. Yeah, he has to. He has to try and win it. Can't be in a competition that we haven't won. We haven't won a European trophy for 30 years. Oh, Thomas Partey got tackled there. I was worried he was going to be injured, but the Sporting Lisbon player has come out worse. He's down on the floor. Is the ref going to blow the whistle? Are we going to kick it out? He's on the floor holding his ankle. And Thomas Partey's kicked the ball out. So we'll have a little break in play. Saka needs a rest. Look at Kante. Exactly. He got burnt out. I know he was a lot older. But these players aren't machines. There has to be occasions where you have a little bit of a break. I don't know what Partey did to him. He kicked the back of his... Ooh. He gives him a double kick. Martinelli's gone on the left, has he? Maybe they'll put Smith Rowe in the false 9. Look at Wilshere. Arsenal needs to be careful. Exactly. People are, Wilshere's young. He can play every week. You know, he's fit and young and strong. Then the injuries kicked in, and then it was game, set, and match. So you do have to be careful, even if they are young. Arteta also said he wants to win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Yeah, look how that worked out. Michael Owen got burnt out. Need a right winger in the summer. Need an option where you can just take Saka off and rotate and do something different. I think we will sign a winger in the summer. I definitely think we'll sign a winger. Looks like they're making a change. Sporting Lisbon, 16 minutes to go, people. 16 minutes left. I'll take a draw considering the amount of players out. Listen, I want Arsenal to win, and I hope we do, and I believe we can. But honestly, if we draw this game, it's not the end of the world because I don't think we've played that well. I really don't. And it's a two-legged tie. I do think we can win. This 16 minutes to go plus time added on. Probably 20 overall. Can we pick out a pass? Fabio Vieira. Finds Saka. Keep the ball. Thomas Partey. Diaby was such a tragic, such a talent. He could have been a beast for us. Fun game so far. It has been entertaining, I can't lie. No, away goals don't count. They don't count, but still, I think we could beat them in the home game. Good ball. Here's Xhaka, whips it across the area. Oh, what a chance, Bukayo. He was offside, though. He's given offside. If he was onside there, I would have been going a bit crazy at Saka. I think Saka should do better there. Martinelli was given offside in the build-up. Assassin said, Curtis, how much can you get Osimhen for? I think you got to pay at least 100 million to get him. So I don't see Arsenal paying that kind of dough for a striker in the summer. I'd like us to, but another change. I think 2 changes did they make there, Sporting Lisbon. I didn't actually see who came off. I think Paulinho's come off at Chermiti, is it? And they've made 2 changes. I'd have gone crazy with you, exactly. Osimhen, according to the Napoli owner, is 120 to 150 million. And we know he don't mess about. When he says, give me big money, he wants big money for real. He ain't ramping. And somebody will probably pay it. The striker market so lackluster at the moment. Realistically, Osimhen's one of the best strikers that you could probably sign in the summer. If you need one. Here's Emil Smith Rowe. What is that? Gives the ball straight to their player. That's a free kick. Surely, ref. What are you waiting for? Give the free kick, bro. Yeah, now he gives it. Camavinga in the summer. I just think with Madrid, I think with Toni Kroos, with Modric, with the age they are, I think Camavinga will probably be kept. What's your ideal summer transfer list? Bro, honestly, I haven't given it much thought. Big up to Anthony with the super chat. I think we need 1 or 2 centre mids. I think we need a winger. I think we need a striker. I wouldn't mind an attacking fullback. I'd struggle to give you names. I got to be honest. like I said, I'd love Osimhen, I'd love Ivan Toney. I think we need a good right winger to challenge Saka. Free kick to Arsenal. Ball whipped into the back post, flicked on. Oh, it's offside. What are we doing? We're getting caught offside from free kicks. We concede too many chances. Kofi said Ivan Toney would be great and won't break the bank. Exactly. 50 mil, I reckon you get him for. And he'd join Arsenal. Make no mistake about it. Here comes Sporting Lisbon again on the attack. Right-hand side. Their fans are hyped up, man. I think they feel like they can score again. New goalkeeper might be essential. Zaha's a free agent. There are going to be some good free transfers in the summer. News out that Arsenal are interested in McAllister. He's good. Ball whipped in, dangerous. Here's Sporting Lisbon at the back post. Shot, blocked by Gabriel, comes back out. Another shot, drills it wide. Dearie me, we look shaky at the back, people. Goes out for a goal kick. Red Eye Guna said, in all seriousness, the Europa League trophy doesn't excite me. Obviously, I'd take it, but it doesn't excite me like the Prem. The worry for me is throwing this trophy away, not winning the Prem and having nothing. You know, that's my concern. I think we have to manage this competition and really pick and choose when you go full strength. Try and rest players at times. But we're also not good enough to just dismiss it. And if you do dismiss it and throw it away, then you need to win that Premier League. Mr. SJE said Ivan Toney, Mitoma, Milinkovic-Savic and Caicedo. I mean, I'd love that window. A bird in the hand, you're right, bro. You know what I mean? Make sure you get one rather than gambling and not getting none of them. I want the shameless double. I'll take it. Sporting looked dangerous going forward. They got pace on the counter-attack. Our defences looked a little bit disjointed. Maybe they don't have the same confidence level with the fact that we haven't got a regular goalkeeper in goal and Saliba hasn't had Gabriel next to him, you know. Like I said, Kivior, I don't know if he speaks English. He hasn't played a lot with Saliba. That partnership won't be there. It looks as if Saka's going to play 90 minutes. He's had a quiet game, in my opinion. Sporting with the ball, left-hand side. They're going for it here. Ball whipped into the area. Cleared away by Saliba. Good clearance up in the air. And Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe looks like he's playing in midfield. He's playing maybe in the number 8 role. So that's interesting. Ivan said, Big C, we won't sign a striker. We have Jesus, Eddie and Balogun. True. Maybe we'll just sign a winger. Maybe. We'll have to see. Honestly, would have preferred to play Seville, says Machiavelli. The watch along. The score is already 2-2. Yeah, we want the win. We want the win. What about Kivior in this match? Well, we'll do player ratings tomorrow, people. Vieira is playing false 9. Martinelli appears to be on the left. Vieira false 9. Smith Rowe looks like he's playing in the 8 role. And then Saka on the right. So here's Saka. He's got 2 players on him. Move the ball quicker. Don't always slow it down. For me, Eddie is not a player, said E-Guy. Still nature. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Curtis, Chelsea fan here. You're a genuine person. I wish for your sake Arsenal win the league. I appreciate that. Appreciate your kind words, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Curtis, our Prem parade will be like Carnival. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, let's hope there is one to celebrate. 9 minutes to go, people. 9 minutes to go. I hope Arsenal win. But I honestly won't be mad if we get out of here with a point because... well, not a point, a draw, sorry. Because I just think they look more threatening than us. We look so shaky at the back. We're not defending with any type of conviction. And they keep pressing us when we've got the ball. Evan said, how much has Arteta spent? Can't compete in 2 competitions. It's a good point. He spent over £400 million. Really, you could argue he should have a squad capable of dealing with 2 competitions. It's a good point. Big up Evan with the super chat. We need young running midfielders, which was my complaint in the January window. I know Jorginho has done well, but you need energy in that midfield, that engine room. I don't know if anybody watched Match of the Day at the weekend when Ian Wright was looking at Caicedo's performance for Brighton. I mean, he was absolutely all over that pitch. He never stops running. He's got better on the ball, you know, and that energy is vital. I think we still lack energy in our midfield. Jorginho, Xhaka, they're not energetic. Partey, okay, can get about a bit. El Nenny's probably the most energetic, but he doesn't have the quality. So we distinctly lack that midfielder that can cover ground, you know. This is really strange the way we're playing this game now. Fabio Vieira is playing false 9 with ESR in midfield and Martinelli on the left. Fabio Vieira looks like he is playing false 9 with Martinelli left. Martinelli's had a quiet game, by the way. And ESR in the 8 role. Turn up, finds Gabriel. Finds Xhaka. Keep moving the ball. Don't do anything stupid. And Gabriel gets caught on the ball there. You can see that we just don't have as many options. Let's see. I'd rather have Caicedo over Rice. I mean, yeah, it was against West Ham. They beat them 4-0 and he ran all over their midfield. We're going to talk about Caicedo tomorrow. There's a story out again saying that despite the new contract, Arsenal and maybe Chelsea will still try and go for him. Halcyon said, I disagree, Big C. 400 million and still need more. Tells you how bad the squad was. Possibly, yeah, it does. But at the same time, you are right. Listen, the squad needed major surgery. But you could argue that, you know, Nuno, Sambi, Fabio Vieira, Pablo Mari, Cedric, Runarsson, a number of players that have not done enough as of yet. I mean, Vieira there, Smith Rowe's rolling the ball up to him. He's standing against the centre-back. He loses the ball. He hasn't got the strength to hold him off. Oh, Tomiyasu's got wiped out there. That's a bit naughty. What's going off here? Did Fabio Vieira kick that out of play or was it a misplaced pass? Listen, I know not every transfer is going to bang. It's just the reality of anything. But there's a lot of transfers that were not necessary, you know. But yeah, the squad did need surgery. Also, what has worked against us, you look at a lot of the players we've sold, we've got no money for them. We've given them away. Aubameyang, Ozil, Mustafi, Socrates, Kolasinac. I know a lot of them players maybe weren't very good, but you'd still be expecting to get 5 million for Kolasinac, 12, 15 million for Aubameyang, and Guendouzi should have been 20, 30 million. So that's where we should have dealt with it a little bit better. Alfred said full strength for both competitions, 2.5 months of 2 games a week. With the youngest team in the league, these people have the best training and diet. I'm tired of the excuses. United playing more games. It's a good point. It is a good point. You know, United are playing full strength in a lot of games. It's what, March now? End of the season's in May. I think you can rotate a little bit, but I think we're going to have to play stronger teams if we progress in this competition and play against better teams, you know. Smokey said, I agree with Alfred. Big up Alfred with the super chat, man. You make sense. Big up Halcyon said, fair play. Yeah, man, listen, it's a discussion. You are right as well. You are right. We did need major surgery. Suddenly our team looks light up front. I mean, the good thing is that you look at it, Jesus in full training. Trossard probably be out for a week. I don't know how long Eddie's out for, but you get 2 or 3 of those back and we're fine. It's just we're a bit short. Here's Smith Rowe. Gets the ball out wide. Martinelli, he's got Vieira on the overlap. Finds Fabio Vieira. A little nutmeg appeals for a penalty. Referee has a look here. He says no. Tells him no. That ain't a penalty and I know now. Who is it? Dun-dun-dun. You don't let me not sing, people. There's only 3 minutes left. Let's get out of here. Evan said, should we give him another 400 million to compete? He's going to need at least 200 million in the summer, that's for sure. Definitely need another 200. It's Saka, 25 yards out, shoots. It's a poor shot. Straight at the goalkeeper. Vieira tries to. I mean, it's poor. I just don't like that from Vieira. He actually. I mean, he's potentially he could get that ball. He's actually diving. I just don't like it, man. Honestly, people, I'm being serious. I'm being genuinely serious with all of you. Anybody that plays for Arsenal, I want them to do well. If they do well, we improve, we're a better team. I am just not convinced by this guy, Fabio Vieira. I'm just not convinced. I'm trying. You know, he might go and score the winner now and I'll shamelessly take all of it back. But I'm not seeing it with him. I just can't see it. Saka, ball whipped into the back post. Terrible cross by Ben White. Goes out for a goal kick. Honestly, I'm trying, man. I try for all these Arsenal players to support them. But I cannot see it with him at the moment. He's really frustrating. I'm just not seeing it, man. Honestly, no agendas. Some people say he needs more time, another season. But at the moment, do you know what it is? He looks too easy to play against. Marcus Edwards come off. He's a good player, by the way. I'm not even going to cap. He's caused problems. I just can't see it with him. Joseph said Vieira needs a loan and a gym membership. Is he a winger, though? I don't know if he is a winger. I don't think he's got the pace to play out wide. Should have signed Vitinho. Big up Shaq. Yeah, he's at PSG, isn't he? Yeah, PSG. I haven't seen much of him, to be honest, for PSG. But I heard he was the higher rated one out of the two. Paul said correct. Vieira's not got the conviction. He's not good enough for a club like Arsenal. He looks out of his depth. Here they come again on the attack. One-on-one with Tomiyasu. He does well there. Good defending. Ooh, yeah, he gives a free kick to Arsenal. I'll take that. Annoys me like crazy when players go down that easy, childish behaviour. Trying to earn a free kick rather than standing up and doing the business, which he should have. Vieira's worse than Sambi, says Ads. Chris said, can you do a show on our transfers over the last few years? One decent player can make a difference. Kante at Chelsea, Casemiro at United. Good ball by Smith Rowe. No, he overhits it. Ben White can't reach it. Goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, we'll do some transfer shows. Definitely during the international break. Definitely, Chris. I appreciate your super chat, bro. Bring on one of the kids. You might as well. I mean, 90 minutes gone now. Arteta's shouting at someone. I don't know who. I don't know if he's shouting at the ref or one of the players. 4 minutes added on, people. Look, Saka's limping, man. How long does every game he comes off like this? Why will he never take him off? Every game, 90 minutes, never takes him off. Limps off the pitch nearly every game. Arsenal on the ball, but they're under pressure. Yeah, international break, end of the month, people, and not the most exciting, that's for sure. We could have gotten Zaha for that Vieira money, and this is what I say. People got 35 million, but that money could have been spent way better on what we needed, you know. So, listen, we've got no choice but to give him time, but at the moment, I'm not seeing it, but we'll see. 3 minutes left. Saka looks tired. He probably is tired, bro. He never stops playing 90 minutes. Vieira is a marathon runner playing football. Fitz. Look at Vieira there. He doesn't even know where the ball... I mean, he's playing up front, man. I just don't understand. If you said to me, I'm going to play somebody false 9, he would be one of the last players that I would put there. I would definitely put ESR there before him or Martinelli. Martinelli, he plays a pass. He's not even looking. Gives it away. Tomiyasu. Can we get a late winner? 2.5 minutes to go. Big up Fitz as always. We bought him as a best friend to Martinelli. Yeah, them two are good friends, aren't they? Oh, Martinelli, what is that, my bro? Gives the ball away under zero pressure. We're lucky they give the ball away. Saliba's got it back. 2 minutes to go, people. 2 minutes to go. Can we get a late winner? Let Vieira have some time. We'll see, says Billy. Trying, bro. I am, honestly. I'm trying. It's frustrating. Sharpshooter Fitz. He don't mess about, bro. Saliba man of the match? Man of the match is going to be really difficult. I mean, I thought Saliba was the better of the centre-backs, but that's one of them goals I think he could have done better. Here's Saka, edge of the area, shoots straight at the goalkeeper, unlucky. I don't mind him hitting that. 90 seconds to go, pull the trigger. I think Martinelli struggled, a number of players have struggled. Make sure you smash the likes, people. 3,700 of you in the chat. Smash them likes, subscribe to the channel. I would say it's been an entertaining game. Not particularly high quality in terms of Arsenal, but I'm going to be honest, and it's not something you hear me say often, I would actually take a draw out of this because I think we could have easily lost this game. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we've played well. I think a number of players have struggled, and to get out of there with a draw, I'd actually take it, honestly, and you won't often hear me say that. I think we just look disjointed in this competition. When we make 6 changes, it doesn't work, man. These guys, they're not connected. Good play there by Gabriel. 30 seconds to go. Come on, last chance of the game. Ben White, Saka on the overlap. Smith Rowe, he's got no movement there. Saka trying a little back heel with 30 seconds left. Come on, Ben. Oh, he could have threw that to Saka. He was on the move then. Come on, Benny Blanco. We got 30 seconds. Dre said terrible result. It's Saka, good run. Hits the byline. Oh, it's a poor cross corner. Come on. Here we go. We scored with a corner. Last kick of the game against Bournemouth. Can we do it again? 4 minutes of time added on are up, people. This game will either end 2-2 or 3-2 to Arsenal. Fabio Vieira to take the corner. Here we go. Like Fabrizio Romano says. Here we go. Here we go, people. Last kick of the game. Vieira in swinging corner. Can we get a winner? It's headed away at the near post. A terrible corner. Full-time whistle goes. That corner sums up the whole game. Couldn't even beat the first defender. 2-2 draw. Considering we played pretty average, I will take a draw. Squad depth clearly lacking. Still not convinced by Fabio or Turner. Let's hope that's just a blip for Kivior. The disappointing thing is that we're gonna have to go with a strong team at home, you know, which is tough now because you got Fulham, then you got the home game, then you got Palace, 3 games in less than 7 days. He can't duck. So we get the job done next week. I mean, it's a tough one. You know, I'm not going mad. I'm not going mad because I don't think we played well. I think we could have easily lost that game, to be honest. I thought they looked way more dangerous than us going forward. And it worries me about a lack of backup options. I almost think Arteta's got 2 choices. Go strong and try and win both competitions, or rotate, and if you don't win it, you don't win it. I'm just not sure whether we can do that, what we did today. We don't have a man of the match today. Sorry, bro. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even know who to pick. I wouldn't even know who to pick as man of the match. Fringe players are covered in rust. This game just highlights how much work this squad needs. Bro, as I said, we need 200 million in the summer. Standard. Our squad depth is still stinky. But I don't know. Saliba man of the match, people. Turner man of the match. Yeah, not for us. This is why I always laugh at the predictions pre-match. So many always comfortable 3-1 wins. I mean, I went 2-1. You called a 1-1 draw, then it changed to 2-1 Sporting. Ref, man of the match. Poor performance today. Let's try and look at it in a positive light, because I'm going to round up shortly. We didn't play well. If you look throughout the team, you're struggling to find a few players that actually played well. I think in the end, we're lucky to draw that game 2-2. I'll take it. Our second goal was extremely fortunate. I'll take that. Honestly, before the game, I would have said no. But having watched that game and the team lineup, I will actually take a draw, because I thought we were poor. I thought that was a poor performance. That boy random speedboat with no steering wheel tonight. You're right, bro. We've landed on the sand. Latte, Pepe is better than Fabio. Bro, absolutely every day of the week, I'd rather have Pepe than Fabio Vieira. But I don't know if people are ready to have them conversations. Robbie on AFTV said created a lot of chances. I can't remember them. Probably, I mean, Saka was our best two chances. We was offside. So, Alfred, big up with the super chat. Bayern brought on Sané, Gnabry, Mane and Cancelo off the bench. They didn't even need them. The game was done before that. They're the levels you got to get to if you want to compete in the Champions League. We are miles off that. Don't get me wrong. Listen, we've got a few players injured at the moment. Jesus, Trossard. These guys would improve us, but we've still got to spend big in the summer. What's worrying me is that how is he going to manage this competition moving forward? Listen, the positive thing is that it doesn't look like anybody was injured. We've drawn the game we haven't lost. We bring them home next Thursday and hopefully get the job done. It's not Arsenal therapy tomorrow. Sometimes when you don't play well, you've got to get out of there with a draw or a victory if you can. But I thought we was playing so lackluster at times that to get out of there with a draw is actually not that bad in the end. And you don't often hear me say that. I don't think we deserve to win that game. I think you tick it off. You say, listen, didn't play well, drew the game, didn't lose, and you move on to Sunday. Well, let me tell you something. Sunday's going to be a hard game. Fulham haven't played midweek. Willian is on form right now for them. Bernd Leno, two former Arsenal players who are going to want to prove a point. Mitrovic is back from injury. What I would say, get yourself back, recover. Day off tomorrow, we'll probably have a recovery session. And then on Saturday, a light session. They're going to have to play a lot better than that on Sunday. It's a tougher game. But what I will say, you put Ramsdale in, you put Gabriel in, you put Thomas Partey in, and you get Odegaard in, we're a much better team. But I do have concerns about these squad players. So, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. I don't think player ratings will be pretty tomorrow, though. Going to be totally honest. Matt Turner makes me nervous. Kivior, I don't want to write him off. It's his first game, but that is a bad mistake. Our midfield lacks energy and legs. And Saka just can't get a rest at the moment. So anyway, it is what it is. What's the priority? The Premier League is a priority all day long, but we've got to be mindful of the fact that you've got to manage this competition carefully, if you're gonna, Arteta's saying he wants to win both competitions, so are we good enough to make 6 changes at this stage in the competition and still win these games? I don't know. Latte said he never played Pepe as centre forward or false 9, but Fabio Vieira, yeah. Clearly Arteta and Pepe didn't get along. He didn't like his personality and maybe his laid-back nature in training, Southern Guna said, sloppy play today, fix up and let's go Sunday. Kivior, ain't it? I hear you on that, bro. Listen, I always say, man, I'll speak the harsh reality on here. That mistake today was bad, but Fabio Vieira is unconvincing for me. Have United gone full strength again? Now, that's interesting, isn't it? Because Eric Ten Hag is consistently picking strong teams all the time. Now, tonight, he has to go strong. They just lost 7-0. So he can't afford to rotate and then risk losing. So, but they're consistently picking a strong team in multiple competitions. So why can't we do that? But we'll see. It looks like Saliba's been given man of the match on BT. So big up to him. Do you want to give me a little... Get Cruz on here for a little rundown at the end. What's happening, bro?
What's happening?
2-2 draw, not the best performance. What are you saying? It's not the end of the world. He didn't play well, but second leg on Thursday. What are you saying?
Some reason I feel like lately we ain't been at our best.
No.
Like,
he did make 6 changes though.
Yeah, but still, like, we should have done better.
It's
only Sporting.
Do you think we'll beat him in the home leg?
Yeah, I think we'll beat
Give me a prediction.
Because that Edward was sharp.
He's sharp, yeah, he is sharp.
I'm gonna go for a shameless 2-1 victory.
Yeah, 2-1, you know, I like that. I go for that. It's a shameless victory, isn't it?
Yeah,
Man, you're about to play now, 7-0.
Hopefully. It'll make it easier for us in the future.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. I won't mind them getting knocked out. So big up, man of the match Cruz, they're saying. Big up yourself, bro. Right, people, I'm out of here anyway. Thank you very much for tuning in. 3,000 of you in the chat. I'll be back at 2 p.m. tomorrow to review the game. Player ratings will not be pretty. I'm sorry, it's not for the faint-hearted. Big up Buenos Aires Guna with the super chat, says Cruz. Appreciate it, brother. Big up all the love for him in the chat. Listen, we drew 2-2. We didn't play well, but it's important when you don't play well to make sure that you don't lose. It's not a great game. It's an exciting game, but not a high-quality game. I think it's a warning sign to Mikel Arteta that you cannot change your squad too much when you're playing against better opposition. But we get out of there with a 2-2. We'll review it tomorrow, press conference reaction, and then we'll look ahead to Fulham on the weekend. Thank you very much for tuning in. Great numbers as always. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless!